when I did the tour, no one's bringing up David Dobrik. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
except for me. I was like, I need to stop bringing him up because no one cares what I'm talking about him. So I think this might be in his head more so because I'm like, I don't think that's happening. But no one was accusing her of doing anything illegal.
No.
What is she even talking about? They're like, you're just dumb. Like, that's so different.
Like, a lot of people that watch us, they're pregnant too, and they're like, you know, they don't want to.
Well, it's beautiful for the first 36 weeks. And then the last 4 weeks, just warning everybody, be prepared to feel not beautiful.
Her name is Trish, she's got the dish and all the gossip's filthy rich, pretty and pink, hot topic queen, and says what everybody thinks. She's just Trish.
Welcome to the Just Trish podcast, also known as What Are We Eating Today?
Oh, was that the question?
Yeah, that's our podcast. I'm starving. I'm starving. I just like ate 2 cookies really fast.
Oh, really? I honestly reheated your nachos. I had a little bit of leftover pasta
This
for
morning?
breakfast. Yeah.
From where? I'm so jealous.
Well, shout out Darian. It was our anniversary yesterday, and he drove an hour and a half to get Maggiano's, which is like our go-to place for every occasion in my whole childhood. But the one near us closed down.
It's done.
It's gone. It's gone, and the closest one is an hour and a half away. So he just decided to drive down and surprise me, which was like the best surprise ever. It was very Moses coded, I think. It was like surprising me with pasta.
An hour and a half away.
Yeah.
That's great. Where did you go to? What area?
He went to, it's in Costa Mesa, so like Orange County. That's
Oh
the
my God.
closest
Costa
Maggiano's.
Mesa. That's like 3 hours.
And
That's so far.
He did his big one. That was such a good gift. Obviously, he also knows I've been going through it, so it was like a little bit of everything, I think. But it was like the sweetest gesture ever.
I
It
would have
was
literally
so
paid
sweet.
him $500 if he went to Capital Grill and got the lobster mac and cheese. I would pay any amount of money to have that delivered. That's insane.
I know, it was so sweet. It's such a little surprise too. I was very shocked because usually he can't contain his excitement when he gets a surprise because he also got me like this labubu from like Thailand, but he showed me as soon as he got it, like as soon as he ordered it.
Moses too.
So I was so excited for it, but he like, you know, the surprise was foiled. But this one, yeah, he really he kept it under the radar.
Can I tell you that's the best surprise in the whole world?
Truly, I was
crazy.
So I couldn't even believe it. I was like so shocked. My jaw dropped. It was the best gift ever.
That's insane. And Moses surprised me with like Benihana or Soul Sophia or something really far. I'd be like, or Capital Grill, which is down there. I would have been like, wow. And
Well, when you landed at the airport, I picked you,
You
up
did.
and
You did take me.
we're going to
you did take me
Benihana.
to Benihana. I was shook. I was like, we're going to Benihana because that's like pulling teeth. I've been trying to get to Benihana before I give birth, and we just don't have any time, Moses said. So I'm like, okay. Olive Garden it is again. Love Maggiano's, by the way, but that is a very random
I
favorite
think
pasta
it's
place.
a little bit of nostalgia, I think, because
Yeah.
it was just like always for every birthday or like holiday or anything, my family would take me. That was like our fancy little restaurant. So
Wait, I
yeah.
love Maggiano. What did you get?
We get chicken parmesan, spaghetti, meatballs. My favorite dish ever is the fried zucchini.
Oh, yeah. We never had to try that.
We never got to try it before it
Yeah.
shut down, which is the biggest tragedy of all. But I guess we always go to Costa
We need to
Mesa.
do like an overnight Costa Mesa trip because there's the Labubu Cafe is close to there.
OT, yeah.
Capital Grill, my favorite's down there. I have to take you there. I would love to try the Maggiano's down there. The Javier's is better in Newport. Like, I feel like Orange County really does have the food.
That's true. I forgot about like they have a lot of specialty little cafes. I think the Hello Kitty cafes. They have one in
Yes,
that
the
area
Irvine
too.
Spectrum.
Yeah.
We took Malibu there.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, man, there's so many good places. Oh, God, I want to go to Orange County now. That sounds delicious. You had that this morning? I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I had some leftovers this morning.
So you're like chilling, you're good.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm really feeling. I really felt like you, to be honest. I was like, this is the secret to life. Just a little bit of pasta in the morning.
I wanted to make Big Z last night, but I was kind of full. Oh, we went to Olive Garden yesterday, so I wanted to make Big Z last night in anticipation for today. I thought before I'd have some Big Z and warm it up. It didn't happen, but all right. Well, man, maybe we got to order some pasta or something today. That sounds so good. Wow. Nothing sounds good. Like, my mouth tastes like metal, but I'm hungry all the time. But then when I eat something, I'm like, oh, everything tastes gross. But that sounds... Oh, that sounds... Wait, so... Do you have like 5 anniversaries? Because like
Oh, yeah.
May was an anniversary.
We have like the first time we started like talking was March, and then we went official June 24th, I guess. But really, we were kind of dating that whole time anyway. We just like made it official June 24th. And then it's kind of sandwiched because it's like his birthday is in April, and then he had his graduation, and then our anniversary, then it's my birthday. So there's just a lot, but we kind of combine all of that.
Because what was the whale trip you did in May? You did like last year. You did a whale trip. Wasn't that your anniversary trip?
It was, it was close-ish. So, yeah. And also, it was like the last day of killer whale season.
Oh, so you had to move it up a little.
Yeah. So it was a nice combination trip.
I didn't know June. So June of 2020 was your guys' official.
Official, yeah.
Well, that's before us. Our official was August 1st of 2020 because we met March 2, but our official, definitely ours had to be official because that summer we were not dating. But, so technically, wow, we've been together like the same amount of time. That's so crazy. I love it. I love happy, stable relationships, stability. Whenever I take meetings or anything, or when people ask me, like, what do you think's changed? I'm like, honestly, just having a little stability in my life that helps.
It goes a long way.
It goes a long way to have, like, a constant in my life. Not everyone finds it in a relationship. It's fine, whatever is your constant, but just having a constant is great. Mentally, it's been helping me for the past 5 years. Well, congrats on 5 years. No proposal.
No, not yet. I'm sure soon.
College's over now. You can't say it when school's over. I thought maybe it would have happened at your anniversary. Well, you've been going through a lot.
Yeah.
Not the time. Not the time.
You want to mix up those things.
It does. Yeah. Oh my God. Well, that's
fresh memories.
That's true. Oh my God. That's like actually the sweetest thing though. That's crazy. Because like also, what time did he go down?
I guess he went in the he went like around noon, I think, because he got back around like 4.
That's what I'm saying. It's like a 3-hour drive. Like round trip is probably like 4 hours to get down there because
he made a pit stop at UCLA. He had to like drop off his cap and gown, so he had he had a midway.
With the pasta in the car.
No, it was pre-pasta.
Okay, I always get nervous when people pick up my food and then they stop along the way. I'm like, let's just get that home. And we used to do that before we had kids. Like, we used to always drive down to, like, Costa Mesa. We used to go to Portillo's in Orange County. We would drive, like, 2 hours. And then, like, Costa Mesa was the other one we'd always go to for Capital Grill. And it is worth it.
We would drive all the way down there for a smoothie one time. Like,
we did. Tropical smoothies are in Orange County.
Like, we would really travel all over for this smallest thing.
I loved it.
But
those were the days.
It was fun. We just loved being together in the car and drive for a long time.
Well, it was during quarantine too, so we're like, well, let's go drive 2 hours to get a smoothie.
I hate to drive these days, to be honest. He's a newish driver. Like, I think he's only been driving for like officially a year.
Oh, I didn't know.
Because he was a public transportation king for a long time, and then so I think he still has that like freedom of driving.
Exploring.
Yeah.
You want to explore and go places.
We like driving. I like driving when I can. I do like driving if there's like a minute to it. It's just like, I feel like driving, there's no distractions. Like, you really just have to focus on driving. And so it's just like, you can't be on TikTok. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know. I need stuff like that because otherwise I'm just on TikTok all the time. So I think, I like a good drive. Oh, I love that. That makes me so happy. Okay, well, good. I'm glad one of us got a good meal this morning because I usually do eat. I was going to get the little chicken.
You Instagrammed some Cheerios. I thought you were eating Cheerios.
Well, that doesn't count. That was at 6 o'clock a.m. Okay. And that was all I had besides those 2 cookies, for real, and a Frappuccino. But that was for digestion.
When you wake up at 6 o'clock, like now it's time for lunch. You know,
I do feel you on that, yeah.
Yeah, I did have a bowl of Cheerios. But that was it. I didn't even have toast this morning because I was running late. I showered. Usually I shower at night. I showered this morning, so I was like running late. And then I had the Frappuccino for digestion, but then I had an unexpected phone call at 9:45. And then you said you were running a little late. So I was like, oh, we have plenty of time. And then I look and I'm like, oh my God, I haven't gone to the bathroom. I haven't gotten dressed. Whenever someone says that, it's like 15 minutes. Even when someone's like, oh, I'm 15, I'm like, perfect. I have like lots of time. And then I just like sit around and like don't get stuff done. And I was like, okay, I just need to be on it. But we're here. Well, I'm glad. Are you, you look great. You look so cute. You look so different. I know it's like no hat, but like what else? Stress.
I was going to say that. I was trying to avoid bringing this up, but this is an outfit that Shane Dawson has just worn in a video. I literally had no other shirts.
Oh my God.
And I've been putting this one off because I saw Shane wear it just because we have too many comparisons.
Is this from Abercrombie?
And I was scared, and I already like avoided him at an outdoor mall. So I'm like, I feel like I'm going to literally get a cease and desist from Shane Dawson any second.
Me too.
I apologize, Shane. It's just pure coincidence.
You just did the mouth thing like him. Yeah, you did the little hand over the mouth.
I got this before I saw him wear it. Like, I just have had it.
Can we do a side by side? Is there a video footage of it? You are the Shane.
No, because I think it was in the Katie Morton podcast too, and he had the same mic stand situation. So I fear
Jimmy,
it's too
run it with the hand and everything.
No,
you
oh my
are.
God.
And we're doing our Patreon. Maybe we're doing our Patreon today. Oh my God.
Ooh.
That's crazy. You are giving. Maybe that's what it was. I was like, you look so. Even before we started, I was about to compliment me because I was rushing down here. I was eating my cookie, and then I was like, wow, you look so good. I'm like, let me save it for the podcast. And I was like, that's what it is.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. You are. Is it Abercrombie?
Yeah, it's Abercrombie. We both do love an Abercrombie. Although this kind of snug. He got to keep his buttoned up, but it's a little tight.
Well,
so.
maybe it's a size thing. Maybe you just need the size up or something. We don't know what size he's wearing. Maybe he's wearing a double XL.
I think he's wearing a small.
Really? Yeah. He is tiny king these days.
Yeah.
Downtown is a season. I always think that too. I was like, you always talk about Shane. I already saw on TikTok this morning and had a lot of likes. I had like 11,000 likes. Me, all the Remy ASHTEN fans coming for me thinking I'm a hater on her.
No, you love. She's like your number one influencer.
That's what I tried to comment. And I'm like, before they delete my comment, and the account doesn't get any views, but this one happened to get like 200,000 views. And it was like so out of context. It was like a clip of me being like, oh, I don't know. I don't hate Lana Del Rey, but I don't love her. And then I said something like, it probably was 500,000 for the wedding, sponsored by Domino's because she was eating Domino's right after. And that's it. That's where it cuts off. But it didn't. The joke is, you guys, here's the gag. It's like, obviously, it's a joke. I'm salty that Domino's doesn't sponsor me, and she gets 5,000 Domino's. And I love that for her. I think she's a queen. In fact, I keep ordering Domino's because of her. Because of the stuffed crust. I was like, I'll keep ordering it. I love Remy ASHTEN so much. She's my number one. And all the comments were like, wow, Trisha's a hater. Back to her hater ways.
Literally,
It bothered
that is
me.
so shocking
I know.
to me because literally, I feel like there could be a compilation how much we talk about how much we love Remy and Alicia. You, the number one influencer you would want to be is Remy, and the number one I'd want to be is Alicia. That's like, what?
We want to be them, and that's why we're so mad and jealous of Zayn and Heath, because we're like, how did they get that position and not us?
Exactly.
You know, we could have been just pretty, you know? Like, we could have been something, and it's just so, love them.
I'm so gagged by that. My God.
I know, it really hurt me today. I was like, usually I don't like to like defend myself for every little thing, the vegetable gate, and then we had but the Miss Remy ASHTEN is where I had to draw the line. It's like, y'all, I love her. It's always like a little joke about the Domino sponsorship, but I love her more than anything. I thought her wedding was... Yeah, jealous I wasn't there. Jealous it wasn't my wedding.
Yes.
Jealous of all of it. The laboo-boos of it all. She looks great and happy. I love Remy. Like, I think I, like, love her too much. Like, she's my favorite. And kind of Shane, I have, like, a hate-love, with love-hate thing. Like, there's some nostalgia. Well, we've been freaking reacting to so many old things where I'm kind of like, oh, like, the times. Obviously, things have changed. People have changed. But I do have a little, if I talk about someone... That means I have love for them. You know? Like, if I don't love someone, I'm not going to talk about them. I don't hate them, but well, there are people I hate that I don't talk about, but Moses would say that you have to love everybody, but whatever. Anyways, I love no Remy ASHTEN slander here. I hated seeing that on there. Everyone's like, oh, not too much on our girl Remy. Never.
No, and we
People
were just
take
covering the wedding as it's, you know, it's an important wedding and we give it
The
the
most
respect
important. We said
and
that.
cover.
We said royal wedding, most important. And a lot of people were guessing it's $1 million. Honestly, I kind of agree. Like, when you think about like the ring and everything, it was like, and the events leading up to it.
Right, we started at 500, then we counted everything else.
And that's not shade. That's, I'm jealous.
Kudos, Mama
Kudos,
kudos.
I did see
Kudos,
comments like,
mama,
well, wait
kudos.
till Trisha finds out they actually had Domino's at the wedding.
I did.
I did see that.
ended up seeing
Did
that
they have
after.
it?
Yeah, I saw it after. In one of Remy's TikToks or Reels or whatever. But
Now
yeah.
I want Domino's because we're talking about Remy and Dom. She inspires me to buy Domino's. Like, I swear, like, I love Domino's and I've been
No, but
always
you
ordering
can't
it.
because there's a new trend and you have to keep to the trend.
What's the trend?
This is people that go to Domino's and don't order until they
I
give
did
you
see
a
one girl
sponsorship.
do this. Yes.
Not going into the Domino's until Trisha Paytas has a sponsorship.
Love this
I
movie.
Yeah.
ate groceries yesterday, so I won't be.
So people are
love that
going,
just
they're
keep
going,
going.
they're going there, but they're not ordering. They're like showing up.
Torn because Remy's sponsored and we got to keep that sponsorship going. I love it. And like I said, it's literally like a joke at this point because I'm not obviously mad about it. I'm not getting a Domino's sponsor because Remy has one. That's not at all. I love it. And I want her to keep getting them like every week because it actually makes me giggle. People tag me. It's like a joke at this point, which is obviously like a funny joke. I hope Remy thinks it's funny. Remy, I love you. Her and Alicia are too unproblematic for us. I would love you here. I'm always scared to reach out to them. They're just like so perfect and great. And yes, we do riff on Zayn and Heath. Is that what it's called? Riff or rip? We rip on them. Maybe they've changed and grown. Don't really care, but love them. Love Alicia and Remy. And I love both of them. But Remi I've always related to, obviously, because she's talked about her weight and stuff like that, and she looks amazing. But I've always related to her and liked her, even though she's younger than me. She inspires me and influences me in every way, and she's the queen of my life. Honestly, she's probably my number one influencer.
Yeah,
Truly.
that's why I'm literally, I can't even process that. Because
I know.
I feel like every episode we say, number one influencer deserves all the brand deals because she influences us to do literally everything.
Everything. Love boo-boos,
We are just
leggings.
like Lana Del Rey. That's what we have in common with Lana Del Rey. We are influenced by Remi and Alicia and Ali.
Ali, Ali. We talk about Ali, king, queen, all of it. Like, I know, it broke my heart. It literally broke my heart. I was like, oh, man, the way people take things out of context. And it's like, yeah, sometimes it can be a hater, but never on Miss Remi Ashton. Anyways, so we're cleaning the air there. And yes, Shane, everyone's like, you talk about Shane all the time. It's like, well, because they said we talk about him so much, we manifested you seeing him.
True.
And that's probably true.
It
We
is
are
probably true.
manifestors.
But also, we live in the same general area.
I wish you would have gone up to him. I think he would like you. You didn't do him wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Especially if you were wearing this.
Gag, and I do have the Labubu he wants. So
Which one do you have?
remember I sent you, did I send it to you? I sent it to, maybe I sent it to Jimmy.
Which one?
He went into a Pop Mart wanting this Labubu, the one with the glasses, it's the one that has the button-up shirt, jeans, and glasses.
No, I don't think you sent it to me.
Oh, maybe I sent. Anyway,
Shane wanted it.
Yeah, he tried to buy it. He didn't know how you can't go into Pop Mart and buy Labubu, but
because you didn't know you had to like unbox it or something.
You had to like buy it online and all that, but yeah.
He went into Pop Mart and there was no Labubus.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
Bless his heart. I love that. I love a little millennial like that. That's definitely me. That's definitely me going in thinking you could just like go in line buying like the hottest thing in the world. Just be like, oh, I'm just where is this? And they just like laugh at you and like, what the hell? Like, no, you can't do that. Oh my god. I see a world you guys could be friends.
Okay.
I love it. Oh, I love it. I love the story of you seeing him. It like gave me I don't know. I love this. It's giving me nostalgia. I love it so much. And Remi too. Trust me, you'll know. If I'm being shady or a hater, you'll know.
I know, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. We have a whole on our Patreon, patreon.com/Trish. We rate our enemies of the show.
And Miss Remi Ashton nowhere to be found.
No, she's number one of the show. Like, there's no one more number one than her of the show. She's everything, and I love her. And please come on the podcast. I love you. You'd be helping us. It'd be doing our charity work. So, thank you. Yes. Who was our number one enemy? Who did it end up being? Do we have spoiler alert? Was it James or Colleen?
Number one? I think it was Colleen and then James.
Right.
Yeah.
It boiled down to some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Offenses.
Yes. Some offenses. Well, it got a great show for you guys today. Hot topics are hotter than ever. Like, where's my card? Where's my note? Hot topics are hotter than ever.
I am so curious what you wrote on your card today.
I have nothing. No, I have it all in here in my head. I just had Jonathan Bailey kissing Scarlett Johansson again. Right after we filmed it.
Wait, another kiss?
Yes,
another kiss.
on the lips.
Okay,
In
so
New York.
you're
In New York,
doing it on
yeah.
purpose.
Well, at this point, yes, but their faces are a little more comical in this one. The first one you could tell was with passion. This one is obviously them trying to create a stir, being like.
This one they're kind of more in on the joke, I think.
And he responded to it too, right?
Yes, he did an interview with Entertainment Tonight. He said,
who did it? Who did it? Denny?
No, it was a guest correspondent.
How do I get to be a guest correspondent? I never get any connections to Entertainment Tonight through you.
I'm on a leave of absence, so I can't answer that.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Damn. I need to get on there. Okay.
He said he is the luckiest guy to have been greeted with a kiss by Scarlett Johansson. He said, I believe in being able to show love in all different ways, and if you can't kiss your friends, well, life's too short not to.
Damn.
He said Scarlett is amazing, and the people that you meet along the way make extraordinary experiences even better. It's been amazing to get back together and to celebrate all the experiences we had together on screen. Scarlett's just endlessly fun, hilarious, sensitive, and intelligent.
That is the longest answer to that question. Oh my gosh, that's so extra. We're all just like, what do you think about the kiss? Thank you so much to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring today's episode. All right, let's spill the real tea. Here's a dirty little secret the insurance companies do not want you to know. Insurance companies make money by holding on to your money. So after an accident, they'll delay, deny, drag things out. Also, they can keep stacking those profits while you're stuck waiting. Morgan & Morgan fights hard against these corporations to fight to make sure you get every dollar you deserve. Now, this part's actually wild. In court, insurance companies love to act like the driver is the one paying the verdict. But the truth, it's almost always the insurance company writing the check, not the person behind the wheel. One client in Pennsylvania got offered $500,000. Morgan & Morgan said, try again, and got them $29 million. Another client in Florida was offered $0, and walked away with $20 million. That's not just lawyering, that's main character energy. There's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury firm. Hiring the wrong firm can be disastrous. Hiring the right firm could substantially increase your settlement. With Morgan & Morgan, it's easy to get started, and their fee is free unless they win. Just click the link in the description below or visit forthepeople.com/Trish. That's FOR, thepeople.com/Trish. Or click the link in the description below. This is a paid advertisement. Thank you so much, Morgan & Morgan, for sponsoring today's episode. All right, so he was loving it.
Yeah, and Colin Jost was at this premiere. It was the New York premiere for this
He probably
second
had
kiss.
to be because probably
He's
everybody
like,
was talking.
He's like, hands off.
They kind of look like each other, right?
Jonathan Bailey and Colin Jost?
No, it's Scarlett Johansson and Colin Jost.
More than Jonathan Bailey.
Yeah.
No, I think they look so much like each other.
Some similar. I can see it.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, sibling.
Jonathan Bailey was everywhere because also at the Megan premiere you sent me. Was that at the Megan premiere, right, with the 2 Megan dolls?
I think so. Well, the
think
Megan
so.
premiere was in New York. Jurassic World premiere was in New York. They're both Universal, so somehow there was a little Megan Jonathan Bailey crossover.
Because
and
even
you were not there.
the dance was the Britney Spears one from the New York premiere.
Okay,
so that's why I was
yeah.
like, wait, did he just hop on over?
It must be, because I think they were a day apart. I think Monday was Jurassic World. Tuesday was Megan.
Like, and how do you think that goes? Do you think they're just like, oh, come cross promote it, or he's like, oh, I want to go?
Maybe a cross promotion synergy kind of thing. Just me guessing, just based off of like how companies usually do, like they're all about synergy. That's what we.
What is synergy?
Like all the parts of the brands working together to like promote different.
It gives
avenues.
very. It ends with us, Deadpool. Right?
Yeah, that was more Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds. This is at least more like the Universal.
You think that one was
Yeah.
more forced? Which one do you think is more forced?
Probably Blake and Ryan. Universal
Really?
is like, because if it's in the same company, it's kind of like expected and it's like kind of contractual too. It's like, yeah.
They just needed like Wicked to happen so they could all like cross
Honestly,
promote together.
yeah,
you know?
like if it was Wicked and Jurassic World, there would be a lot
Yeah.
going on.
Oh my god, that would have been so cool. I liked him with the Megan dolls. I thought that was cool. I like the cross promotion. I wish I was invited.
I was going to
feel
say, it was just like 1 degree of separation, truly.
I mean, I'm hashtag Universal Partner at this point.
I'm just claiming that.
Yeah, definitely not. They just emailed me. It's the funniest thing too. Even the Megan interview, like we said on the podcast like months ago, it's like they really just randomly email me, like, "Do you want to come to the premiere?" I'm like, "Is this real? Like, why are you just randomly emailing like this random email?" We love them. I wish I was there. I wish I was invited to Jurassic because a lot of influencers went to. Was it Jurassic World? Is that what it's called? What's it
Yeah,
called?
Jurassic World Rebirth. I didn't see, I guess I kind of been out of the loop, but I did see the movie, but I didn't see the premiere stuff.
Oh, you did get to see it.
Yeah, I saw an early screening at AMC or whatever.
So it was the surprise movie.
Yeah. The intel was correct.
And how did you like it? Early review.
I'm so scared to give my opinion because it's hard to be one of the first because like the press reviews haven't come out yet.
Oh.
And I'm afraid I'm going to look stupid, but I really enjoyed it. I really liked it.
That's good.
Yeah, and also Darian is very hard to please when it comes to movies, and he also enjoyed it. And he said that he has not enjoyed a single movie he's seen this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys
And
see a
this
lot
is-
of movies too.
I know, this is the first one he said he's liked.
Oh my gosh.
So I feel like that's a good barometer. Jonathan Bailey, and this is not even me like glazing him because of where we're at right now at Just Trish Enterprises, but he is like the heart and soul of the movie. He is so lovable, so good in it. Him and Scarlett do have pretty good chemistry.
Really? Oh, and they
Yeah.
love interests.
They have like a flirt mance going on. Yeah.
Sign me up. We got to go this weekend. This is one movie I definitely need to see
He
right
is
now.
so, and like he's just has a nice tan. He has his little glasses. He's like a
Oh, you like
he's
the
a
tan.
scientist.
It's a little controversial, the tan. Some people didn't like the tan.
In the
Is that-
movie?
Yeah, they said it was a little too tan.
I think the color. I think it's the color grading. There's been so many movies without like color, so to finally have a movie that had a little life to it, I was like, oh, it's nice to look at.
Oh, so maybe it was like, what is that called? Like what is it
The
called?
saturation.
Yeah, saturation when you do it on your phone.
Yeah, it is
That
kind of that.
sometimes
Yeah.
can give you a little oranginess. Yeah,
Yeah.
but you liked it.
I liked it because it just popped like the green. It was all lush, like it was in the jungle. I have seen some people on Twitter really hate it, but I have like a dumb boy mentality when it comes to movies. I'm like, dinosaurs, cute people. That's all I need.
Is it action or story?
It's kind of a mix. I mean, the movie is very predictable. Like, and it's a summer blockbuster to the
Right.
core. Like, it's just very predictable, and what you would expect, I think. But I was expecting it to be a lot dumber. I would think the bar was really low for me.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
the Chris Pratt ones, he had 3. The first one I liked.
Chris Pratt was in it.
Chris Pratt was in Jurassic
Oh.
World, the second trilogy. Jurassic World 1, 2, and 3.
What happened? He died or what? In the movies?
No,
Why did they ask him back?
It's just like each trilogy is like a different group of people. I think like the first 3 were like the Jeff Goldblum ones.
Superior.
Yeah, and then the Chris Pratt ones,
Oh.
and then now it's the Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey. Hopefully he gets a trilogy, I would assume. But
Do you think they get top billing or Scarlett's above him?
I think Scarlett is top billing. I mean, she is like the queen of blockbusters, I think.
That's
but,
true. She's
yeah. Yeah.
Trixie and Katya were talking about her like not wanting to be pictured out in public, you know, because it captures her in the time. And they're like, she's been in the industry long enough; she can do whatever she wants. And I was like, kind of tea on that. Honestly, she's been around like so many things and doing so many movies. It's like she kind of gets immunity for anything she wants.
She's just like movie star, full blown movie star.
She's very pretty. She is very like Marilyn Monroe. She's very just
Gorge.
gorge, good actress.
Yeah, and
I do like her.
she seems nice and like she seems sweet. You never hear like Scarlett Johansson horror stories, right?
Well, I guess she's only pictures with people.
True,
Didn't someone
but-
ask like for a picture at CVS? She's like, no.
Oh yeah, T. And she won't join Instagram, but other than that, she seems very sweet.
Boundaries. We respect
Yeah, we
it. I
respect
love
it.
that so
Yeah.
much. Okay, I'm down to see. Is Jeff Goldblum in it?
No,
Oh, I'm surprised they don't give him a little cameo.
no. It's kind of like it's called Rebirth, so it is a little bit of like a reset for Jurassic, I guess. But
And where are the animals? Is it like a theme park, like the movies, or is it?
no, the plot of this one is that like
In the
it's
wild.
been 17 years or whatever, because in Jurassic World they broke out of the theme park.
Oh,
That was
hate
how
it.
that was that trilogy.
Jump the shark. Don't
so
like
then
it.
in this trilogy they're just like out in nature, but then at this point it's been like 20 years of them being free, so everyone's like over dinosaurs. No one cares, like, oh, we've been there, seen that, you know. It's like, okay, we get it.
And it's modern day?
Yeah, like modern day.
And everyone's just like, okay, the dinosaurs are with us.
Yeah, but they've really died out in like the cities and stuff, so they kind of live near the equator. And so
And what are they hunting them down there or what?
the plot is that they're trying to
Are there any spoilers?
No, this is something like in the trailer.
Okay.
The plot is that they're trying to use them for pharmaceutical reasons. Use their blood or whatever.
What? Okay, big pharma.
Yeah. Tea, yes. That is the commentary.
There has to be some
Damn.
agenda in there.
Yeah.
Wow, there's so much commentary with Lilo and Stitch, and now this. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I
That's how I
love
teach
it.
healthcare to kids through dinosaurs.
Honestly,
I like
tea.
it. I'm becoming more political personally, and so I'm liking this. I like this little new movement. Okay, we love it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's Jonathan Bailey is great. I love the way
so
that it was
good.
shot was cool. Like you really feel like the dinosaurs are.
With you.
Yeah, and they like look impressive. They look huge. They look like
Mm.
I don't know the way that it was shot. They do a lot of like low shots, so everything looks really big, which I like.
Oh, I love. How do you
Yeah.
think they act with them?
Good question.
You ever see behind the scenes or anything?
Not of Jurassic. I guess kind of similar, but How to Train Your Dragon. Obviously, they're kind of similar because they're shooting with a dragon.
Yeah.
And they had like the head of the dragon, like a mock-up head.
That
but-
looks like a dragon.
Yeah, the head of the dragon, so they have to act with the head. So I'm assuming probably similar for Jurassic. Like they probably
Okay.
have a little head on a stick out there.
That's so crazy to me. Because you remember the one of like Twilight where like Taylor Lautner's in the green screen and she's like petting him
Yes.
as the wolf or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, that's weird. And that's actually probably better than just like, I think Game of Thrones was just like tennis balls. Like she was like flying on tennis balls. And I was like, that's crazy to have to like be scared of that. I don't know. That's good acting, I guess.
Yeah.
They never get like Oscars or anything for Jurassic Park. Really?
Did the first Jurassic Park? I don't know.
I mean, that should. First Jurassic Park is very good. I really do enjoy that.
Yeah, it was
movie.
like historic.
literally prehistoric.
Tea. Academy Award.
I didn't know there were so many. I need to watch all the
either.
other ones. I don't think I've seen any.
And there's
other
a
than the
trilogy with
first
Jeff
one.
Goldblum. You said like 3 with Jeff Goldblum.
So like the
Oh.
1993 movie that was like the start of his own trilogy. Then the Chris Pratt
Oh, I didn't know.
one was another
In my
trilogy.
mind, I thought this is the first time they're making another Jurassic.
They might as well.
You think this is the first remake they've ever
I
made?
thought so.
Babe. I mean, I kind of knew about the Chris Pratt because they redid the ride because the ride has like underwater
Oh,
dinosaurs.
yes.
So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, they must have redid it. Wasn't interested in it, but I love. Oh, interesting. I bet the first one had to have because it's Steven Spielberg. The music, like, it had to
It
have.
doesn't look like an Academy Award. It did win
Wow.
an MTV movie award.
Love that. Is that happening? Does that still happen? I never see
I think
this.
they're on pause these days.
Why?
Just because no one cared.
Just canceled it. They're like,
Okay, it won Best Sound, the original one. Best Sound, Best Visual Effects, and Sound Effect Editing. So like the technical
I was
awards.
gonna say, I mean, all that work. I mean, it does seem impressive that someone's doing all that.
Yeah, because it was also like pre-CGI. Like they used practical effects and stuff. So
Love that so much.
So
Oh my
it
god,
aged really well.
you've influenced me. I'm going. I really am. If we're not making a Benihana ourselves some beer, we can make it 2 minutes down the street to a movie. Okay, I love that. Oh my gosh, did you get a popcorn bucket?
No. Oh my god, I did take a photo. They didn't have Jurassic ones yet. I think because the movie's not out. I think it's out like another week and a half. But they did have a Megan head, and I did take a photo of it.
And you didn't get it?
I was quite impressed. I saw it on the way out. I was
we
like,
love
wow,
a-
that is such a big.
Popcorn bucket.
Oh, let me see. I had to really zoom in because I was literally on my way out. Can you see that? Kind of
scary.
scary. Yeah.
It's just like a head sitting up there. Okay, I
Yeah.
like it.
And then, they did have a photo of the Fantastic Four popcorn bucket, and it. Did you see it?
Yes.
The one that I think is Pedro Pascal's like.
Schlong.
Yeah.
Why do they have it wrapped around the popcorn like that?
It is very wild to me.
I love it. I like the idea of it.
I do like the idea of it.
Their outfits are not cute though, right? In this new Fantastic Four, why do they look so old? They look like from like the 70s or something.
It's supposed to be that like Jetsons, like retro, futuristic retro aesthetic.
Oh, I hate it. Right?
Darian wants us to. He loves them, and he wants us to be that for Halloween.
Well,
But-
call Shane and Riley to be the other four then. Because how are you going to be Fantastic Four with just two?
Well, actually,
Oh, tell me.
there
the tea.
is. I was gonna.
Oh, it's
Now
true.
that you said it, because there is. You could be Vanessa Kirby. You could be Pedro Pascal.
Wow, you're giving Moses Pedro Pascal. Who are you and Darian going to be? I feel like he's.
maybe you have to be the thing, and
Just
then
give him
yeah.
the one-on-one. That's what I do when it's like something. I'm like, well, he doesn't care. He'll be whatever character.
He could be the thing, and then
He wants to be Pedro Pascal.
He does, but I told him he has to be Joseph Quinn.
Why? That's awful.
Because he would look better blonde than me. Because he
I don't
also
know.
has been blonde.
But you love a wig.
True, I do love a wig.
I feel like he should get to pick his top if that's like his costume. Whoever's like costume idea it is, they should get to pick who they're gonna be.
Fine, I guess I can be Joseph Quinn. I can
Okay.
do a little blonde.
And there's
wig.
like who's the other one? Who am I?
Invisible Woman, Vanessa Kirby.
Oh, so I don't have to show up.
Oh damn! I was gonna say she's pregnant, but
in the
Damn.
movie?
yeah.
She's a pregnant superhero?
And in real life, she's pregnant.
Oh.
So you might have to get pregnant again for the.
Oh my god, don't even say that. Don't even say that. No. She's a pregnant superhero?
Yeah.
That's so odd. How is she flipping?
Is the baby invisible?
Huh? Oh, the baby's
Like, what is
Whose
the baby?
baby is it? Yeah.
Pedro Pascal is the dad.
Ooh, that's sexy.
Yeah.
I have to be
I like
Pedro
it.
then.
Huh?
I have to be Pedro then.
No, Darian's Pedro. He
Kiss me.
loves it. You're the thing. Love the name. He just sounds like a blob to me. Like the thing.
He's
Sounds,
did you watch The Bear?
the one with Jeremy Allen White?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's the one that goes he says cousin. He's
Okay, I'll watch
the
one
tall-
episode.
the tall guy.
Is he a cook or something?
Yeah.
I remember.
He's the one related to
Okay,
Jeremy
okay,
Allen White.
okay. Oh, okay. Kind of. I don't
Yeah.
He was the
I-
one that's screaming all the time.
Yes,
like they were
yes.
screaming at each other all the time.
know. You have a good memory. Okay, so he's the thing.
Yeah, he's the thing.
Not cute, though.
Well, he turned into a rock man.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking like he's like a stone or something. Okay, perfect. Well, we can be that. What's your Halloween choice this year? I was thinking about this already too. Our Halloween group
I
costume.
honestly have not even thought about it, but I guess I'm trying to think of an alternate to Fantastic Four.
Well, we can definitely do that. We can do multiple. What's,
Oh, you're
like,
right. We do.
Like if you had your dream, I was starting to think about that too. With like pink, I'm like, who? Okay, I gotta be pink on the show. Who are we all gonna be?
Oh my god! I guess we already did Jurassic. Oh, you guys did Jurassic Park. Oh no, we all did Jurassic
You were the
Park.
dinosaur. You were the star.
I do love Jonathan Bailey's little outfit
Really?
in the new Jurassic.
Well, we should. Yeah, we could do the updated version. Ours was like the old like 90s
Yeah.
version that we got like a Halloween store. We could do a cuter version.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. That's
Yeah.
a good one. I was looking at the Minecraft on Hulu, the poster.
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw Jason Momoa in the pink jacket, so I was like, I could be Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
Well, who would you be? Did you see it?
No, but I could be.
Oh,
What it
that's.
looks like.
Oh, that just looks like you now.
the
You're like,
glasses.
I want to be that costume. That
I like
literally
his
looks
little
like you.
vest and his little button-up shirt.
That literally looks how you dress.
'Cause it's trending. It's trending right now.
It's trending? What's
Yeah,
it, what did they say?
all of those movies. I think just for Jurassic Park, people are excited about it.
But it's trending on X?
Yeah, entertainment.
Well, they're doing good press for it. I love a good press release.
I know. July's fierce because Superman's right after, and then Fantastic Four.
Oh, you'd be a good Superman too. Lots of superheroes.
I don't know if I'd be a good Superman. He's so David Cornsweet is like the perfect looking human being.
He is pretty beautiful.
Yeah,
Yes.
he is just
I love that you
flawless.
know his name.
He's the perfect Superman. He also just seems very sweet. He's on all his little interviews. He's also been like DMing fans. Like there was like one Superman like movie fan account that tweeted about, he's like, I'm taking a break from updates because my wife is about to give birth. And then he DM'd the fan account, was like, congratulations to you and your wife. Like, I hope everything goes really
my
well. Sending you
gosh.
so much love.
I love that.
What a sweetie
Love.
pie!
Can we get him on the show?
Maybe. He seems so sweet.
gotta get him here. Oh
I
my
love
God.
him.
Who's producing that? Which studio?
Warner Brothers. Hashtag Warner Bros. Partner.
I'm definitely not hashtag Warner Brothers partner. We went to the Beetlejuice that no one was invited to. Everyone was at the premiere. We were just in Hollywood. Like, but it's the same time the premiere is happening. I was like, okay, love you, but also hashtag Universal partner over here. I think I'm gonna put my money into Universal. That's where I'm putting my eggs.
Okay, T.
You know?
Yeah.
When we go to the Universal, what is it called? That big world
Epic
down?
Universe?
Yeah, I want to go to Epic
Yeah.
Universe. Eat all the snacks.
Yeah.
Did they eat in Jurassic Park?
Did they eat in Jurassic Park? I don't know.
I mean, the dinosaurs eat.
The dinosaurs were eaten.
Eating people?
Yeah, T.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think dinosaurs in real life ate people? Or there's no people in it over here?
Were there?
Depends who you ask. There's different.
Some people think there was people.
Yeah, because some people think history is much shorter than we think, and some people think history is much longer. And then which people? You know, at what time in evolution of people? Like,
T.
But there was definitely dinosaurs here on Earth.
Yeah.
Because we found
That is
bones.
yes, proven. Yeah.
But there was probably no humans because the
I think humans were alive during my point of reference being the Ice Age movies, because the Ice Age movies with like
cartoon?
the woolly mammoths and stuff, they had like cavemen. So I think the cavemen were around during the Ice Age era, and that was like, were there dinosaurs in Ice Age?
I don't think so.
I
If
think
it's
there was woolly
icy.
mammoths and stuff. Yeah. But
woolly mammoths sound crazy if they were like walking on Earth. Aren't they trying to bring them back?
they
Can we talk
are
about
trying to
that?
bring woolly mammoths back.
Leave them alone.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, everyone's just trying
Gotta
to.
leave some things in the past.
Yeah, like what benefit? We love a woolly mammoth. They're probably cute, but also like what benefit is it bringing them back?
And has Jurassic World not
Taught us anything?
Yeah. Just gotta leave things. Gotta leave them in the past.
Any big people? Any fat people in the movie?
Any fat people in the movie? No. I mean, the human cast is pretty small. Skinny and not a lot of people.
A small quantity.
Yeah.
Because in the original, they had, was it Newman from Seinfeld was in there, and I always
Oh.
appreciated they had a big character in there. He's the one that gets squirted in the face by the.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
I loved him.
By the frilly thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that dinosaur
I
called?
forgot. That
Love
one's
it.
in this new one too. They love putting that little
I
frilly
love
guy
him
in
too.
there. Yeah.
That's the one that was like spit on you on the tram
Yeah.
ride. I love that one. And I love that they put him in there. He was always my inspiration as a kid because there wasn't a lot of big people on TV. And I love him. Oh, he's on Seinfeld and Jurassic Park. That's pretty good. I wonder where he is today. He should have been in the movie. I guess he died, huh? In the first one.
Oh.
Not in real life. I don't know.
I was like,
that's
oh.
why they didn't bring them anymore. They bring skinny ones so they don't tempt the dinosaurs.
What, you think he was eaten? Was he eaten by a dinosaur? I don't remember how.
I don't remember
He just
either.
got squirted by him. But he
He must have got eaten if he
No,
died.
I thought it was like the Jeep or something rolled over him or he fell off on a Jeep. I don't know.
I assume everyone who has died in the Jurassic movies has been
Been
eaten.
eaten.
Yeah.
Maybe. I haven't seen it
Or
in a while.
stepped on.
I would love to get him on the podcast. Where's Newman?
Newman.
I never watched Seinfeld. I don't like Seinfeld, but I like him as the actor.
Oh.
You know him?
No.
We need to find him. All right. Well, I'm down to see it. I really do. I really do. That's my goal this weekend. We haven't been doing much lately because I've been just like literally resting around, but I really want to see. Oh, it's not out this weekend.
No, the first. July 2nd.
No!
July 2nd.
Oh, July 4th is going to be so busy then.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to go see it.
Hopefully.
Oh, is it not projected to do well?
It's pretty low right now. Yeah.
I love how you know all this. Is it because
But
of your...
summer and kids, like, wouldn't kids want to see any dinosaur thing?
But the big thing is movie ticket prices are so expensive that a lot of families are waiting until it's like on digital to purchase it.
What's the price of a movie ticket?
It's like $20 for like a
For
Saturday. Yeah, and then if you get the
evening?
premium screen, it's almost $30. Yeah.
That is actually crazy. When I was a kid, it was like $5.
I know. You can go like a matinee on a Tuesday, then it's $8.
I love
but
that.
yeah, like if you go during night or like evening for like a family, it could be like a family of 4. It could almost be like $100.
That is actually crazy.
So we'll see. They all made $1 billion. The Jurassic Park movie.
Ooh.
Does anyone care? I don't know. But this one is coming in lower.
Really?
projections. Yeah, but that doesn't include like Walk Up. So Walk Up could end up being.
Everyone will go walk up to your counters. And Jonathan Bailey Scarlett Johansson, it's open to come here and promote it.
Yeah.
We did it for Megan.
You will do
it has
it
a
for you.
million views. We would love. Give me 7 minutes. That's all. Actually, the interview ended up being like 3 minutes. Give me 3 minutes. That's all I need.
Yeah.
I would love. Oh my God. Can you ask some silly questions out of junk? Or I guess they have to be approved, huh?
No, junket questions don't have to be approved.
So you can ask them anything.
Yeah. If it's like a big celebrity, they'll say like no, like personal questions or whatever. Like for Millie Bobby Brown, it was like the rule everyone got was like only one question about her wedding or whatever.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So like it depends on who it is.
There's
I
always
wonder-
a PR person in the room.
Yeah.
That kind of like
Sometimes those
stops
PR
you
people
or-
are annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Not on this podcast, but my district Trish. I remember the Brett Michaels one. They're like, can't ask him anything about Rock of Love. I'm like, that was my whole questions. Throughout the whole interview, I was like, what the hell? So I was
Yeah.
like, that's crazy when people are like that. It's like, okay, come on.
And in junkets, they like control the footage. So if there's like something they don't want,
that's
they'll
so
just
true.
cut it before they give it to you.
That is true. That's something we
Pretty
didn't know
smart.
either. We
Yeah.
didn't know if we had to like bring our own stuff, but yeah, they gave us the footage. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh damn. They did give us all the raw footage. You're like, you can just edit how you want. I was like, that's pretty cool.
I guess because it's the doll. It's not like you're doing Scarlett
That's
Johansson.
true. That's true. I think it was pre-recorded, those answers too. I need to get on those more. Damn.
Well,
Right.
Pedro Pascal's already doing Fantastic Four press. Did you see his like whole magazine cover he did? I think what was it for?
Vanity Fair.
I think it was Vanity
Vogue,
Fair, yeah.
something. Yes. I didn't see it.
But
This is where he's wearing a big sweater and no pants.
yes,
I liked
love.
it. I love it. It was great.
He is so
You would look
freaking
good in that
charming.
because your legs are always so good.
He is he's not skinny. He's lean. Like he's
You are too.
'cause
Your legs are very lean.
If you put me next to Pedro Pascal, one of us is gonna look more lean than the.
But just
other.
like head down, I think you could look the same. When I saw those pictures, I was like, Oscar could do this photo shoot.
I love that energy.
I love it. Like a big sweater and then like just toned legs. It looked nice. I liked it.
He is just the most charming human being in the world because he talked about like everything from his sister to like when he was in New York and he was like a struggling actor and he had his like pit bull mix that he rescued was like the one thing to keep him going when he was so poor and talked about his mom passing away and
What did he say? I didn't hear that one.
he was just talking about how he wouldn't celebrate his birthday for the longest time because she passed away like around his birthday when he was like I think 22 or 23. And I think this past year was the first time he like let people do a little something with him.
Isn't that so, God, that makes me so sad about grief. It's like, God, like 20 years later, you're still like
I know.
hanging on to it.
He just seems like the sweetest person. That's why I'm like, I mean, all the success in the world because he's been through so much and
yeah.
like still such a good outspoken person. Talked about being anti J.K. Rowling.
Love that. Like the first person to actually like talk about it. It's like, let's
And
talk about
and
that.
stand on that business.
Yes. I love that so much. Yeah. 'Cause-
Yeah, and I think he also recognizes like the privilege being like a man and also like being in all these blockbusters too. Because like it's funny, him and Rachel Zegler use their platforms for the same things, but Rachel Zegler gets so much like
So much
backlash, and Pedro is
like loved for it.
Yeah.
That is always, but you've nailed it. Like you always talked about this and opened my eyes so much on this podcast is like, it really is because women.
Yeah.
Because it's so crazy. They are like so similar, but Rachel gets so much hate and gets all the blame for everything. Like as if it is so wild to me. Yeah, because they are saying essentially the same things.
Yeah, they stand for the same like causes and everything.
Yeah.
But also to Pedro's credit, like he also like supports Rachel a lot. Like when she was going through the Snow White hate campaign, he would like share all her posts on
Oh,
this.
really?
Yeah, he would share to his
Love that.
Instagram stories like all these like good like articles about her or good posts that she did.
Are
So
they friends?
I think I don't know how close they are, but at least oomfies because they post each other's stuff a lot.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
that. Okay, I love that.
Yeah,
yes.
that's why I
Both
love
using platforms.
him.
Yeah, and when you're so big and at that like level, that's when people start shying away, being like, oh, I don't want to talk about this stuff, this whatever. So the fact that he's
Yeah.
still so vocal about it
So sweet.
is wonderful.
And literally in like every franchise. Because he has Last of Us, Fantastic Four, Star Wars, and then he does like the
Crazy.
artsy movies like Materialist. So he really is just everywhere.
Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, how could I forget Game of Thrones? But on the sillier note, I thought this was funny. In the article, they talked to Bella Ramsey, who is his pseudo daughter, adopted daughter, basically, in The Last of Us. And Bella talked about the internet calling Pedro Pascal daddy. Oh. And they admitted that they found it uncomfortable the way that everyone was running with it. And they said, I felt worried for him. I want to protect him from the whole joke of becoming the internet's daddy. I was like, I don't want everyone to refer to you as that and see you as that. You're so mumuch more. And I thought that was so funny. And then I kind of, I feel almost like Debbie Ryan. That was like, you know, that meme where it's like, we're going to make history.
Yes, yes.
I do kind of feel like that because
you started it.
Accidentally. And I feel like that's such an obnoxious thing to say, but
hey, if it's true, it's true. It was your TikTok, right?
Yeah, because it was like right before it was the premiere of The Last of Us, and then I reheated BuzzFeed's nachos. It was like my thing was like Stan tweets. I'd be like, oh, just like ask Elizabeth Olsen about everyone calling her mother or whatever, and like have her read tweets calling her mother. And they asked me to find Pedro Pascal tweets for him to do, and then I found like that daddy one. It was like Pedro Pascal is my daddy or something like that, and that was his bit at the time. Like he would go on talk shows when he's promoting Game of Thrones, and he was like very much like,
oh, Game of Thrones, damn, that was long ago.
Yeah, so it was like this was already kind of his thing. Like he would joke about being like a daddy or whatever. So it wasn't like sexualizing him. Like he was in on the joke.
Yes, he loved it.
And they were like, I don't think we can say this. I was adamant. I was like, he's gonna love it.
Push it. Did he love it at the time?
He did, because it was the first one. And then after that, I think it got too much, because then everyone was doing it. And it was like, yeah, because then all the other like outlets were kind of reheating my nachos that I reheated from BuzzFeed. So it was like 3 times reheated nachos at this point.
I love a 3-time reheated nachos, though. It's so good. Like Benson Boone would say on his TikTok, he's like, everyone's saying you're reheating Harry Styles nachos. He's like, and? So you reheated and they reheated yours.
The nachos were getting a little stale, I think.
A little soggy,
yeah. Because then everyone was like, okay, this is too much, which agreed.
No, it's never too much, because you know who plays into that? Jonathan Bailey. He's been loving this little everything. Little glasses, little kiss. Like he loves this little everything.
I think at least with that one, there's like a building going on. But with Pedro, it was very much, it was still like daddy, daddy, daddy. There was no like growth. It was just daddy, daddy, daddy.
He's daddy.
But then he does play into it. Or he did it for a little bit. I feel like he kind of just got tired of it, because he would get asked about the tweets or whatever. He's like, yeah. The first one with us, he was like in on a joke. He was having fun. He was silly.
What was his response?
He would read the tweet and say, it's true. I am your daddy.
Oh,
so he loved, the first one he liked.
Now he's over it?
I think he kind of got over it, yeah. But I just thought it was so funny, because Bella's also so young, too. So the fact that they were like, protect Pedro from...
Oh, that's cute, though. I kind of love that defense. Okay, I love it.
But I mean... Apologies to Bella Ramsey.
We have a lot of apologies to starting it. I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you took the move. I think, if anything, you should get a raise. I always say this. You should get a raise for your questions. Because are you considered a writer? Are you getting paid as a writer? Because you're so good at questions. Like, I do think that's like your strong point in everything. And the fact that you're not even asking them, you're writing them for people, you're a writer. I was saying that with the Megan stuff too. I was like, you had such good questions. Everyone loved the questions. And I'm like, that's Oscar. And same thing with like all these interviews. You have the good questions that go viral. They should pay you.
Funny. That is
Do they
funny.
have writers?
No, it's just because it's like, it's just part of producing is writing the question.
Wait, really? I didn't know all that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Good to know here, because I was thinking like, should I be paying people to write these questions? Because you know at Hacks they have like writers write jokes, you know. So I was like,
different, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Journalism doesn't sound like the best industry to go into, because
no, it's rough.
Yeah, they don't seem to like have your back like a writers union or something.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Yeah.
I love that you wrote those questions. You're really good at it. You're really good at asking the important ones. That's a good one. I love Pedro. Oh my God, I would love him to come on here too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we're entering that era.
I agree. Like, the Megan junket was really...
the gay way.
Yeah.
After that, they're like, everyone needs to be interviewed. She was giving, though. People did say, too, that she was nice to me, that she was rude to other people, that she was a little sassy to other people.
That's so funny.
Which makes sense, because like we said, the holding space lady before us was Tracy. Love her. She did say, she's like, I don't know what the F that means, holding space. And I was like, oh, damn, okay, Megan. But she was very nice to us.
Legends supporting legends. We love to see
we have the same vibe. I didn't know what to expect going in. That's why she caught me off guard when she could kill them all. I was like, oh my God. I I guess that's what she does, though. But I love Pedro Pascal. I'm back on the Pedro Pascal train. Well, I wasn't on it, but I'm on it now.
You're boarding. A little late, but better late than never. Yeah.
That's what I say. I just love him. I'll go see Fantastic Four. What do you think about that? We're going to see Fantastic Four. Is that Warner Brothers too?
Disney or Marvel. Yeah.
What does that mean? Is that a production house?
Disney?
It's like Universal, Warner Brothers. There's Disney.
Yeah.
Really?
Wait, yeah.
Disney. Okay, really?
Yeah.
I thought they only did like cartoons.
What?
Wait, I didn't know they did like movies.
Disney? Wait.
What's like a Disney movie that's not a cartoon?
Like Princess Diaries?
Ugh, never watched it.
High School Musicals?
Well, that's like Disney Channel. I didn't know like Disney had its own production company.
Well, yeah, Disney owns Disney has like a lot of studios under it too. So there's Disney and they own Marvel Studios. They own 21st Century Fox.
Oh.
They own Searchlight.
Because when we go to the Disney Channel on the TV, then you see they have so many options.
That's different though, right? Didn't say people say that's like a streaming thing now because people are mad that it's like adult like content on there, but they're like, oh, it's just a streaming platform.
Oh, for like Disney Plus. Yeah, it's because it merged with Hulu. Yeah, and they own like ABC. So
I did not know.
yeah.
So Fantastic Four is Disney.
Yeah, it's Marvel Studios owned by Disney.
So like Spider-Man's Disney?
That's where it gets a little confusing.
Oh.
Spider-Man is Sony.
Oh my gosh. That's what I'm saying. That's so confusing. But Marvel's just strictly Disney.
Marvel's is owned by Disney, yes.
Fantastic Four is strictly Disney.
Yes. But Spider-Man is owned... When Marvel was broke back in the day, they sold their characters to different studios. So they sold Spider-Man to Sony. And so when there's a Spider-Man movie, Sony works with Disney on it, but it's owned by Sony.
Serious question. Where do you think my superhero character falls?
I thought about this a lot, actually,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Because, like, I want to know my legal rights. Can I sell merch? Does she just not go anywhere in the universe?
What channel did it Make Me a Superhero air on again?
It was Sci-Fi, but it's no longer around.
Yeah. I thought Sci-Fi, when it was around, was owned by Universal, I thought.
And, like, Dark Horse Comics was, like, the little thing on my cover. But, I mean, it is Stanley. I mean, it's probably just so old now, like, it doesn't go anywhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe I can just own it.
Okay, yeah. So Sci-Fi was owned by NBC Universal.
Okay.
All roads lead back to
Universal, that's where we're headed. Watch out, hacks. Lopez versus Lopez is gone. We're moving in. I don't think that like has anything to do with us, but Kelly Clarkson. Oh, I heard she's getting off the air. Maybe we'll sneak in
Is
that
she?
spot.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
We're moving in.
That is
Back
so
lot.
funny. I guess you have to see. Did you have to sign any contracts or something? Probably.
I don't know. Probably. But it's probably wait. You know when they're like so old, like contracts just like expire because that's what I found out when things don't exist, like the Greg Barron show is the first show I was on. It doesn't exist, so I can like use that clip. Because I was trying to figure out like ways I can like, you know, can I use this? And like, well, it just like doesn't exist, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
you probably can, yeah.
I can just use that superhero and make my own movie.
Probably.
Highest bidder, Disney or Sony, let me know. I would love, because Marvel is making a comeback, huh?
Well,
No.
They came back a while ago.
But I think said it was broke for a minute.
this was like way back in the day. It was broke, and then it had a big resurgence, obviously with like the Avengers movies and all that. But now it's on the decline. But who knows? It might be on the come up eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder when the comeback was. When was it? When was it broke?
What? God, wait. They went almost bankrupt.
Wow.
It was when it was just comics, though.
Dang.
It was a lot. In the, I think like 90s, between 1993 and 1996.
Okay. So
Yeah.
a while ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Getting a whole education here. I would go see Fantastic Four, I suppose. I think over Superman.
Oh, okay.
Because I can only pick one superhero movie because I cannot do superhero movies. But
I'm more into Superman, surprisingly. Wow.
And I think you would like Superman more
you think?
because it's less sci-fi. Like it's more.
Yeah.
There's one person,
Is
human
there
relationships.
some romance? Well, yeah, that's true. When there's too many characters, I get a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I do like Pedro Pascal, so
We can watch one at home and one in the movies.
we got to get to Jurassic Park. I guess next week. Damn, I thought it was this weekend because this weekend we had more time. I was like, maybe this weekend, but damn, it's not happening. Oh, I'm so sad about it. I'm getting into movies. I'm getting into pop culture. I'm getting into the world and climate change and all this stuff. Big pharma. I'm getting into it. I know now what's happening in the world. I feel more educated. My mind is being opened. And I feel great. I feel like I could run for office one day.
What was the combination between pop culture and climate change? It was just very jarring.
Two things I wasn't well versed in. Like, I don't think I'm well versed in pop culture. I think I'm well versed in like TikTokers.
Oh,
you know what
see.
I mean? But you opened me up to like this mainstream, like the lore of like Jurassic Park. Like, you know, like actors that are, you know, what is it called? Like box office grosses. Like how you know all that stuff is so fascinating to me. And I was like, I want to get into this too. I want to know all of this stuff ahead of time. I like mainstream. I think I like mainstream pop culture more nowadays than like internet celebrities.
Yeah, I'm fascinated by the industry when it comes to like traditional Hollywood, and then there's some parts of like internet culture I still enjoy. But the problem with like influencers and internet culture is that it's just so big now.
Yeah.
And I'm like always kind of overwhelmed because there are just so many people that you never
That just get let in.
Yeah.
Did you see, speaking of Jurassic World, the whole Earl family was at the premiere, but no Alex Earl. I was like, how did her whole family get invited? But she doesn't. Because that's what I was trying to do with the Lilo and Stitch when I wasn't here. I was trying to get my family invited, but not me.
Oh, the Earl family?
I think that was their own reality show on E!
Huh?
Did you not see that? So they all were there, the entire Earl family, and I was like, that's crazy. Why are they there? And they're like promoting an E! show.
I'm dead. I can't even.
Crazy.
I can barely pick out Alex Earl out of like a lineup of like blonde girls.
Same,
let
right.
alone the Earl family, to be honest. No shade. It's just like I just don't know.
Well, I didn't know either because I follow Alex Earl, so she photoshopped her in the picture because she wasn't there. And so I just saw it and I was like, this is crazy. So I guess her dad's like her manager. Her stepmom was like, I think she was like an escort to a famous politician.
Oh.
I think something like that's like her claim to fame or something like that. I think I could be getting that wrong. Oh my God, let me double check it. But something like that. There was some scandal where she might have just been like, I don't know, maybe look that up. Alex Earl's stepmom. I think she was, which is like crazy because she was kind of known for that.
Ashley Dupree.
Yeah, Ashley Dupree. What did she do?
She was one day approached by the owner of Emperor's Club VIP, a luxury escort service, who handed her a business card. She was sprung into the spotlight at 22 when it became nationwide news that one of her clients was a New York governor.
Yeah, I remember when all that happened. So then I was like, wait, that's Alex Earl's stepmom. Which, you know, get kudos. Again, I'm all about the sex workers, but it is such an interesting thing. And then now they have their own E! show. I was like, damn, that's wild.
See, there's the synergy again.
That is so true. And then did you see her podcast, Hot Mess, is going to Spotify.
Oh.
And what do you think how that works? You guys know I'm a Taurus. I love money. How do you think that works? Do you think that she got like a cash up front deal?
Probably, right? Or some kind of... It must be.
Like, again, I love Alex Earl, so no shade to her. But it's so interesting to me. Who was it? There was someone else who, like, I don't know. But certain people, you know, they just get all these, like, opportunities. And they don't, like, translate into, like, views or numbers. But they keep getting all these big things. And you're just like, how are they so connected?
Yeah.
I don't know. Alex Earl, I mean, she is connected. I love her. But it is wild to think, like, they got their own E! show and then Spotify podcasts. Someone's hustling. Maybe she has Kris Jenner as her manager, getting her in there.
Kind of related, Sophia FRANKLYN talked about the, I think for kind of the first time, right? The Alex Cooper Call Her Daddy feud and split.
Oh, I feel like she always talks about it.
Oh, I feel like she doesn't really address Sophia.
No, I feel like a while ago she would address it a lot. No.
Oh, I don't know. I thought she hasn't really talked about it that much.
You could be right.
I mean, you could be right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't go here. I don't know much about her.
But yeah, she did another podcast. Trading Secrets podcast with Bachelor alum Jason Tartick to explain her exit, her side of the exit from Call Her Daddy. And I guess it's kind of been in the news because of Alex Cooper's like documentary that she had on Hulu and stuff. She said that she didn't talk about it for a long time because she was afraid that she was going to look crazy. But how she was inspired to start talking about it is she saw the Scooter Braun and Taylor Swift like fallout, and she was like, well, everyone thought that Scooter Braun was like a horrible person, but then when she actually looked into it, she was like, I was really looking at the details. It's like, well, he bought Taylor Swift's masters legally, so he was villainized. So she compares herself to Scooter Braun. I'm like, God, I don't know.
Bad comparison all around. Do you want to be the Scooter Braun? Just because what?
She's like, well, technically he didn't do anything illegal, so.
But no one was accusing her of doing anything illegal.
No.
What is she even talking about? They're like, you're just dumb. Like, that's so different. Scooter Braun, I guess, at least made some money. I would consider him actually smart in that situation, even though he is
dubious.
Yeah, like,
because that was the whole point. Like, Taylor's point was that Scooter was just like dubious, and
wanted money.
He had Kanye and Justin Bieber as clients at the time, and they were like, terrorizing Taylor and taunting her all the time. So it was more of like the power dynamic.
So is she terrorizing and taunting Alex Cooper?
I don't think she thought out the comparison all the way through.
I'm trying to figure out where she was going with it.
I think she was like, well, he was made out to be the villain, but if you actually look at the details, he didn't do anything wrong. I think that's where she was going with it, but
just because you don't do something legally wrong doesn't mean like
morally.
Yeah, like if you're harassing someone and buying rights to something that you didn't create, like you're being dubious.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe we need clarification on that statement, Sophia. We love you, but also what?
And I didn't know anything about Call Her Daddy until like Alex Cooper started like going solo with it.
Yeah.
So
no, same. I didn't know either. I remember they were on like Impulsive like before I wasn't. I had no idea who they were.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and, like these girls are
like
blown
same
up.
episode or
no, like a couple weeks before they were
okay.
on, and I remember like the guys being so excited about them. They're like, the Call Her Daddy girls are here, and I was like, what's Call Her Daddy? Like, I don't know what this is. Yeah, I wasn't well aware either.
So they from 2018, they did it from 2018 to 2020. They signed a 3-year contract and a $70,000 deal with Barstool Sports at the beginning of the podcast together. And then when they were renegotiating their pay in 2020, Dave Portnoy told them that if you stay at Barstool for one more year, you can own Call Her Daddy. And this was in Alex Cooper's documentary. According to that, Sophia didn't want to take the new deal and decided to leave the podcast. And then Alex took it, obviously, which was a great decision. Because now she's on the Forbes, like, I think she's number 5 on the Forbes, like, top 10 influencers list. Yeah.
Oh, I know that is one of those decisions where you're just like, but in Sophia's defense, like, I guess, like, according to, like, Alex and Dave, they were saying like she had a boyfriend that was kind of like trying to negotiate with like HBO or something. So he was like, it's not like she had a guy that was trying to like tell her like you could get more somewhere else. You should do this. Obviously, both of them, I wouldn't have known this either. I'm like now because of Call Her Daddy, I think about it. But I guess like owning like your IP like is like such a big deal.
Yeah, true.
So any alcohol that's sold or anything sold under Call Her Daddy, like they would be getting, because I think Sophia talked about it too, or maybe they both did. Maybe it was Sophia. That Unwell sweatshirt, she said they sold $1 million in profit from the and that was, and she said it was from her. So you know that whole Unwell network. Sophia claims.
Oh yes, she came up with it, right?
Yeah, that she wrote an email that just said I'm simply unwell.
Yeah.
So she's like, it's actually mine, and I was like, well, girl, you need to be a little smarter. You got to trademark that, stick with the IP.
Because now the water, we got or whatever
the network,
it is. Yeah.
The water, everything is Unwell, which is insane. I know. I do feel for her because that would definitely suck to see and then see the trajectory afterwards. But sometimes you just don't know. It's with money stuff. I'm so bad with it. That's why I have Mose help me, but I guess she had her boyfriend help her, and that didn't go well for her. But sometimes you don't know because sometimes it's like gambling. It's like, oh well, this is a really good offer, but you could get a better offer, or you could just get screwed altogether out of the offer. So I'm definitely someone who's like, let me just ride it and take the money. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't exit.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she exited.
I know.
I wouldn't let go of that. I'd be like,
almost, did she fly too close to the sun? Did she think that her solo would be more?
You think? Oh,
I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing. Because that's like a big gamble. You have to be like confident, like, oh, I can go and make Sophia with an F bigger than that. You know what I mean?
I get, right. I don't know how big it sounds like it was big. I don't know. It is hard. It's hard to say. People do get like that.
Yeah.
Yikes. Yeah. Were they offered more money?
It didn't say that they were renegotiating, so I'm sure they must have been
Just like stay another year with what's just happening, and then you guys can own it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good deal. But I don't know. I wouldn't trust Dave Portnoy either. I love Dave Portnoy, but he's, when people are so smart with business, it's like, well, they're rich and smart for a reason.
Yeah.
And I know it'd go over my head for sure. I'd probably be the Sophia in that situation. I'd probably be like, no, I need more.
And they were so young at the time too. So like right out of college or in college almost, right? Because they were doing it while they started it when they were in college.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Because I think Alex Cooper just said she just turned 30. I was like, damn. Okay, young.
Sophia's 31. Oh, she's my age. She's July 21st, 1992.
Oh my God. Are you guys like
I think we're a week apart.
Oh yeah, that's so young. So 5 years ago, you're 26.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like, can't really blame her.
Yeah. I do feel bad for her. It would be awful. And to like not find that same success after. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh man, that happens. Remember Ryan Seacrest and Brian Dunkelman? It's giving that. From season 1 of American Idol.
For
And I was like, what
context.
happened to him? I wonder what his story was. Did he leave for more pay? He
That
probably
is
got fired.
so funny.
And then Ryan Seacrest is now just like everywhere, doing everything. And that would suck.
Oh, yeah. It says Brian Dunkelman felt American Idol was not a good fit for him, and ultimately he quit.
Crazy.
Oh, he later revealed he'd been dealing with depression and had personal struggles.
okay.
Following his departure. Okay, this is making sense.
Well, yeah, you left the
of
biggest
course.
show ever.
Yeah.
Like, and then Ryan Seacrest is literally everywhere doing
Yeah.
everything. Has his own production company, radio show, New Year's Eve, like Ryan and Kelly, the radio, like just everything. What else is he? A Real Fortune now, I think.
Yeah.
Like what?
A line at Macy's. A line of suits.
Love that.
I had to promote those when I worked for him.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
forgot your Ryan Seacrest lore. Did you like him?
I
suits?
honestly didn't interact with him that much, weirdly.
What about the suits?
Oh, I honestly don't even think I would finding influencers. Like I had to connect with influencers to like promote the suits.
Who did it? Who did it?
The Rose Bros.
I love that. Paid off to be your friend, though. I love that. Do they like them?
See.
They look good in them?
I think so. I mean, they're just like Macy's suits, but I don't think
I
the
love
line
Macy's
exists anymore. But at the time, yeah, it was. Yeah,
It doesn't exist?
I don't think he does it anymore. At the time, it was his big like focus of like the brand.
Yeah. Being
but-
at Macy's is everything. That's just Simpson with their shoes. It's
Oh,
like
yeah,
everything.
yeah.
That's like the goal in life is to
Yeah.
get something like that. Ryan Seacrest is everything. I do like him. Kind of annoying. Was he kind of annoying in real life, IRL?
I just really did not interact with him that much. He was whenever I did interact with him, it was very short. It was very like, okay, bye.
It was like social. It was like you did his social media.
Yeah.
You were like Jake Shane and Hacks.
But Jake Shane interacted with Deborah Vance
Oh,
more than 'cause
really?
I would mostly go to he has like the president of Ryan Seacrest, whatever it was, and then I would mostly report to her and like
Okay.
get things approved by her. And Ryan was very like minimal.
What was your title? Did you know?
Maybe like social media manager or something. I don't even remember.
That is crazy to have like people work for you and you like don't have like direct interaction with them. That's so weird to me. I like it though. I like that because I love the idea of having like an assistant, but I don't want to interact with them. Can have Moses be the liaison.
True. He could
You
be
know?
yeah.
Pretty much what happens anyways.
That's true. I always book people. I really do have anxiety. If anyone watching that works with me, like I actually do have anxiety. Like
Yeah.
I hide any chance I get. If someone
That's why
comes
I know
over,
there's a new project. Even if she says it's her project, she's gonna do it. I know I'm gonna do it. So that's why I'm like, okay, we gotta fit it into the schedule somehow because I'm gonna be the one doing it.
I can't do it. I don't know what it is. It's actually like really bad lately. I just like can't interact with people. I'm very like nervous all the time. I don't know. I think I'm also just like ugly right now. I'm in my ugly era and I just feel really gross and I feel like a troll coming out to see people and it's just
But every
hard.
time people see it, they look how beautiful you look.
Who has said that?
Every person that sees you.
Who? Tell me someone lately who told me you look so beautiful.
Every person that sees you. When
Who?
Lizzo did.
Well, I was
Good
glam.
example.
I mean, I'm glam. Of course, I look beautiful.
Oh my
but you see me in the everyday. No one
No,
is
but
saying.
don't see
makeup,
anyone
makeup
in the
can only do
normal.
so much. It's not like you're glam, you're a different person. You're the same person.
No.
The same nose and mouth and eyes and
We were at Olive Garden yesterday. No one saw me beautiful.
because there was nobody there. Who the way
We had our waitress. We had the owner come over to us. He was chit chatting. The owner was just like,
Well, I feel like they don't
yeah,
want to
but if you
sexually
would say
harass.
exactly, he would say that. I'd be like, excuse me.
that's why I want to know who calls me pretty because no one calls me pretty.
No, usually the girls, like if it's like the people that have organized, people
They
like
call
that,
me pretty. They did not call me pretty. When?
they tell me,
They said Trisha's so pretty.
yeah.
I don't believe that. I always look.
people.
I hide. I do hide because I look like a toad. They're so
No,
beautiful.
whenever like if we walk in wherever we see people, fans, their first reaction is like, "Wow, you're so pretty in real life."
See.
And this is like you're just you with nothing on you.
Shout out to our AE organizers. I love them, but I do. They are beautiful, beautiful girls, and I'm a troll, so I do try to hide sometimes.
You were
but I
like
love
this
them.
at the end of your pregnancy last year too.
That's so. I know it's awful. I really. That's why I was late today. I literally couldn't find anything. I literally was like, I don't want to even be on camera today. It's really awful. It messes with me this last month for sure. I feel very just like
But it's
like I
not
should be
awful.
hiding.
I mean, it's pregnancy and it's beautiful, and like she go to the grocery store, people follow her. Like there's something about
Well, those are weird men.
no, but all I'm saying is like you're at that stage where like the pregnancy is like everything about your body right now is the pregnancy, and it feels different, but at the same time people see it. Like all the comments, I read the comments, they're all like Trisha is glowing, Trisha. So
I did go to the grocery yesterday with a big belly, and this guy kept following me in the chippa. I was trying to record a TikTok. You'll see the TikTok soon, and he just kept like standing there talking to me about how beautiful my belly looks and how beautiful.
So
Yes,
what the
that's
hell?
what
Someone
I'm
literally
saying.
came up
You
to you.
see-
But then he's like, your arms are so beautiful. I wish they were around me. And I was like, can you leave? I'm doing a TikTok in the chip aisle.
So do you want to be sexually
Yeah.
harassed or not? You're sending. You want the Olive Garden manager to sexually harass you, but not this man in the chip
I
aisle.
would like, hey, looking beautiful today. Great. Keep it moving. Not your belly. I want to worship it. I wish those big arms were around me. I was like, what? That's not being beautiful. That's being
I'm
weird.
dead.
no, that's
So-
being irresistible.
Oh my God.
See, so you were. Well,
That's what I'm
I'm a
saying.
weird person. Not like, and I'm not being anything, but that guy was weird and he was having a lot of issues. And I was
I'm
like, oh my
dead.
gosh. So, no, I just
The
want
problem says
to.
like pregnancy is beautiful, and a lot of people that watch us, they're pregnant too, and they're like, you know, they don't want to think that they look like.
Well, it's beautiful for the first 36 weeks. And then the last 4 weeks, just warning everybody, be prepared to feel not beautiful. And even my doctor yesterday was like, oh, you're pretty swollen. I'm like, I think that's just my feet. I think my feet are just like that. Like, they don't fit into any shoes, hence why I'm not wearing shoes and I'm not showing them now.
Because they're swollen. It's the end of the pregnancy.
They were like sticking out of my sandals. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, yeah.
And you remember,
everything.
even after you give birth, there's like actually like your body swells
I
even
know,
more.
it hurts. It actually hurts, the swollenness. It hurts so bad, but
It's a
that's why I'm hiding from
pregnancy.
everybody. If you want to know.
Beautiful.
Thank God for Moses. I'm like, go, can you talk to everybody? Because I can't. But I had Moses take an unflattering video of me yesterday because I was so ugly. And I was like, can you just take a picture of me being like ugly here with the kids?
But it wasn't even, nothing about it was ugly. You were just
It
laying
was.
down.
It was bad.
I'm dead.
I actually deleted it because I was like, oh, I don't like it because I posted it on TikTok and then I deleted it because it was a trend. It's like a trend, like you before pregnancy versus you after having kids. And it's always like people looking like supermodels and then after having kids just looking disheveled. And I love that trend. I think it's like, oh, it's very real. It was too real for me. When I saw the angle of me like laying on the couch with them, I was like,
But
too
you're
real.
also. Are they people doing it pregnant? Like
No,
about like
no,
two
but-
weeks of like Jesus.
You're right. You're right. I need to be nicer. Everyone
Yes.
is beautiful pregnant, not me.
Oh.
Anyways, how we got there, I don't know. But
I
here
do
we
have
are.
a parenting
Okay.
topic that I am interested to get your take
Let's
on.
go
Though. So,
there.
Kylie Jenner got roasted by Stormy for like her iconic
Oh, I
King
saw.
Kylie era, which I'm sure Stormy at one day will grow up and realize it really was the moment. You know, the blue hair and
The red dress.
the red the blue hair, the red dress. But even like I remember she had like a King Kylie calendar because this was like peak Kylie Cosmetics, like when the craze was insane, and then she had like the pop
Yeah.
up. I remember
Hair
going to that-
extensions with Bellamy.
Yes.
Yeah, uh-huh. I loved
the
it.
lollipops at that was the Las Vegas.
Oh, Sugar Factory.
Yeah, Sugar Factory
yes.
lollipops. Like King Kylie era was it.
She was definitely the girl for sure.
And yeah, Stormy was reading her. She said a blue wig with a red outfit, not a good combo.
I love that. First of all, I never had seen that picture and she was right. That was crazy because she did look good in that era, but I was like, why was she wearing it with the red? It was crazy. She called it. She clocked it.
Well, it just made me think, like, what eras do you think Malibu will think are wild? Like, if Malibu, like, when she's, like, 10, looking at the Pride wig with the orange dress, yellow, with the rainbow Birkin. I feel like she'll live for that, right?
I think she'll live for every era. She is currently in the King Tut era. We have a video we should send to Jimmy. She goes... She does it with the face. Yes. It's the cutest
It's
thing.
so funny. Like she suddenly one day did it, and I was like, "What?"
Oh my
I
God.
quickly filmed it. I sent it to her. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Where did she learn that?"
And now she does it to be cute, like at dinner, she'll do it, and it's the King Tut. She loves it. And I showed her a video from last year where she was in it for like just like a second, and she like just started dancing. She started dancing from it, and I was like, wow, she's like so. I think she'll embrace every era. Maybe
The lost era.
no, she'll love it. That's when we were pregnant with her. She'll be like, this
No,
was my.
but the bald, maybe the John.
No, I think she's gonna be that girl. Like for Halloween, she's gonna also want to be like Breaking Bad or something crazy. You know what I mean? Just some like weird Halloween costume. I think she'll embrace the weirdness. I think maybe. No, I think she'll embrace all the
No,
weirdness.
she's funny because she's almost like she's a prankster. And like she'll do things just to kind of like prank you. And
That was funny.
She is a prankster, and she
loves
loves.
costumes.
She also loves our cosplays. Like anytime, like there's a cosplay. I think I showed her a picture of Moses as Jesus, and she was like, "Daddy!" Like she loves all of it. Plus, she dresses up in crazy things all the time. Like she like she'll wear that wig if she wants. Like she always puts on like weird outfits, which I love and I embrace and I love it so much. But yeah,
so she gets it.
I think she loves
gets
everything.
Yeah.
Maybe at 10, maybe she won't. I'm sure at a certain age she'll be cringe. I'm hoping to scrub the internet by the time she's 10. There's so many things I would love scrubbed, so I'm not going to even put out what I don't want her to see, but hopefully she won't ever see anything.
That is so funny.
I wonder, how she saw, like, Stormy, how she saw the looks. Just, like, on Google, or someone showed it to her?
I thought Kylie showed it to her. Yeah, so Kylie was going through the photos.
I do love the idea of like your daughter though, like clocking you. Like I do love that. But
I think
like,
it's
Mom,
fun. Yeah.
that's crazy.
I think they do get to the age because even like North was when North got to a certain age, she was always giving Kim a hard time. Oh, like in COVID, when Kim had to lock herself in a bathroom to do her makeup, and then North is like banging in.
Yes.
Like, why are you trying to be away from me?
Yeah, that's actually so true. Or when she was doing the Met Gala, and she's like, those pearls look cheap.
Oh,
I was
yes.
like, the designer right there,
Yes.
just standing there, and he's like, these are not cheap. And you can just tell adults with that don't have kids or just don't know how to interact. He was just like, he's like, they're not cheap, but also like, who's this little kid, you know? Yeah, I think they keep you humble. One thing I've already learned is they keep you humble, and they also teach you a lot of patience. Oh my gosh. I never had patience before Malibu, but she will just stand at the bottom of the stairs for like 20 minutes before she comes up. I'm like, we gotta go up. We gotta go up. She does not want to go up, and I'm just like, and there's just nothing you can do about it. There's just not, I guess you could grab her, but I can't even like lift her anymore because I'm like so weak these days. But they do keep you grounded, that's for sure. They keep you humble. Speaking of the Kardashians, Skims this Friday, Roberto Cavalli collaboration dropping. I fear I won't get it. I'm so excited because it's like the Dolce one was like the leopard one they did like a year ago, and they sold out on my size. So Skims, I would love a PR package because I never get my size, but they're dropping this week. I do love a Kardashian. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like them. Who was it? They showed who was in the news? Was it Kourtney Kardashian? Oh, you know what I saw? No, it was on TikTok. It was, did you ever see this is like not really like a current hot topic, but the O.J. Simpson, I think it was Ryan Murphy show. It had like Cuba Gooding Jr. as O.J.
I didn't watch it, but I remember it. And Sarah Paulson was the lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right. And then David Schwimmer was Robert Kardashian.
Yeah.
And that clip popped up where he's like having lunch with all the kids as like little Kardashians, and how he's like, it's better to do the right thing than to be famous, and like money's not everything. It was so interesting. And I was like, I wonder if this is an actual conversation he had with the kids or if this was just made up. Because he's like, Uncle Juice is a good guy and we're going to like get him off and all this stuff like that. And then the kids were just like, I don't know. I was like, I wonder if that's like a real life conversation they had. Because they're like, well, our mom's famous, but what are you famous for? Because he said he was going to, that's what it was. Robert Kardashian said he was going to be interviewed by Diane Sawyer, and they were just like trying to figure out why he was famous. And then they were like, Mommy's sad because like Uncle Juice killed Nicole or something. And then he's like, no, Uncle Juice wouldn't do that. And then they were all like, and then they were so excited about their fame. And he's like, it's not all about being famous. And then they became like the most famous people ever. Well, you think they had that conversation?
I don't know how historically accurate that is, but
I would like to know.
It makes a good episode, I guess.
It was. Like, why did they even have that scene? It was so weird. Because that's kind of sad to, like, throw them in the little OJ case.
Yeah. I guess it did lay the groundwork for Kim to be in the Ryan Murphy universe. Oh. Right? Because that was before she...
Yes, that was a very long... They're right.
Yeah.
So I guess she didn't care.
Yeah, because now she's BFS with Ryan Murphy. I guess now she's going to be in the new BRATZ movie.
I saw that. BRATZ DM'd me too. They're like, we want to send you something. We have a very exclusive doll we want to send you.
Fierce.
I'm down. I want to be connected.
I thought you said they were going to DM you to be in the movie. I was like, whoa.
Well, maybe. It starts with sending me a doll and then I saw the Kim Kardashian being in the BRATZ movie. I could see it. You think they CGI? Oh, I guess they looked like the BRATZ when they dressed like them 2 Halloweens ago or last Halloween.
Oh, I forgot they did that.
They
the
did
Kardashians did the BRATZ. Yeah, I mean, there was a BRATZ movie already. The BRATZ style is kind of fierce. And, like, I love when they make a little brat for, like...
Did you buy those?
The celebs.
The Kylie one? Yeah, we bought all the Kylie ones. I was obsessed with the Kylie ones.
Kylie did one. Didn't Carol... Was it Carol G?
She did a regular one. Did she do a mini one?
The regular one. Yeah.
I loved her. Oh, the Carol G one, like, sold out so fast.
But you know when they make the little Instagrams of, like, they'll do after the VMAs they did chaperones like VMAs look.
Oh no!
And on
Do they
their
make the little
Instagram,
dolls?
I think they're just like art, like renderings or whatever.
Oh, I love that.
So everyone does love a brat.
I love a brat.
And I think after Barbie, they probably like
Time
why
for a
not?
Bratz movie again.
Yes.
Well, that and Monster High they need to redo too because those Monster High
Monster
movies.
High is getting a new actual movie as well, like a theater movie.
Who's in it?
They haven't casted it. I think they just picked the director or writer.
Who's the director?
Let me see. It just got announced like a week ago.
Oh, okay. Everyone's doing doll movies now.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. Polly Pocket.
Oh, the director of Megan is doing Monster High. That's fierce.
Maybe that's why the collab, the Monster High Megan
T,
collab.
you just unlocked synergy.
I love a synergy. What's his name?
Gerard Johnstone. Gerard Johnstone. From one doll movie to another doll movie.
Okay.
We'd
I
to
love
see
it. I love it.
Okay, so between Bratz and Monster High, I feel like you have a good chance of getting in one of these doll movies.
I
though.
would love. Which one is more iconic? Maybe Monster
I'm
High.
partial to Monster High,
Me
but I do
too.
love both. I do love both.
Oh, I do love Bratz too. I just feel like Bratz is like too cool. So I give Monster High, it feels a little more nichey.
It is like the outcast love Monster High. Yeah.
I do love a Monster High look. Okay, I love that so much. Yeah, I would love to be. But do you think they're like doll movies or you think they're like real people?
I think this is like a live action. Oh no, confirmed it is a live action. Yeah.
I love it. When will they come out?
I think they're just in pre-production right now. Bratz is not even confirmed. Kim is just in talks to be the villain, which
I love
curious,
that. I mean,
yeah.
that's cute. I thought you were gonna be like one of the Bratz dolls, which I think is cute.
Kim
but
is gonna be rumored to be the villain.
damn, she's really in her acting era. You think it's because
Ryan Murphy.
really?
Yeah.
Is she good? I don't even know. I don't know if I watched her in anything.
Everything I've seen her in, she just seems like she's Kim.
Herself, yeah.
But
I guess that's enough to sell.
yeah, I guess it's enough. You know who ate down was Kourtney Kardashian in the Addison Rae movie.
I love Kourtney and Addison, but that was not it. That was giving The Weeknd and Hurry Up Tomorrow, which I love, but also it was camp, which is bad, right? Like that was so awkward. But that's probably how I'd be acting too. I shouldn't even say anything. That's probably me acting. Kourtney. Yeah, Kourtney is definitely herself all the time. Like she always is just. Well, I guess she played herself in the movie, right? Was she Kourtney Kardashian?
No, she was Jessica.
They should have just had her play herself. Because she was. Oh, was she not an influencer?
She was like wasn't she like a CEO? Like she ran some kind of business, and then she was
Yeah,
mad
she was like
at Addison.
somebody, yeah.
Yeah,
like
she
somebody-
made her brand look bad. Like Addison, her character was like an influencer for a brand, and then
Oh,
she had like a snot bubble when she was promoting it or something.
I gotta rewatch it because I loved that movie. Wasn't Matthew Lillard in it? Like
I think you're right.
at the end with Rachel Lee Cook,
Yeah.
and I was like, that's everything. I gotta rewatch.
That was fierce. That was fierce.
She was so good. Addison doing everything right. I really, really loved that movie. Did she ever do a movie after that besides Thanksgiving?
I don't think
I thought
so.
she had like a Netflix deal where she was getting like
She
5
was
movies
supposed to, yeah.
and nothing came.
I don't think so. I guess
Maybe
she
it's in
just
the
shifted
works.
to. Oh yeah, maybe it's in the work.
Maybe she got too popular. I can't do this right now.
I think she also like re-examined because she had a big deal with like iHeartRadio or something. Like she was supposed to do a lot of like performances when like Obsessed came out. Like you're obsessed with me, so I took a second and I said me too.
Ooh,
She was supposed
I love that. I love that.
song.
That was good,
That
yeah.
song is still eats.
Yes.
I will say.
No, her songs always do.
But she was supposed to like do like a lot of like iHeart like performances and stuff. But she also like canceled all that because she wasn't happy with what she was doing.
Perfectionist.
And actually for Netflix too, she wanted to take like more acting classes and stuff before she gave it another go.
Okay, so she put a pause maybe.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, let's pause it.
Give it to her, Addison, because she always like people are hard on her, but I think she does at least find the constructive criticism and
Yes.
she does put in the work to put it in a good product.
As she said on the Quinn Blackwell series, she's like, people say I try too hard, and she's like, I wish you would just try because
yeah.
we can see that you're not. And I do love that. I do love that so much because that's so true. People will be like, oh my God, she's trying too hard. She's trying this. She's like, well, how about you try it all?
Honestly, yeah. Wouldn't you rather have someone try and like work and put an effort
Yeah.
into the image and the product that they're trying to put out there
Yeah.
versus like just like
Not trying
resting
at all.
on
Yeah. Period. She eats.
Yeah.
I love her. I think she could be in the next Jurassic World. I would love to see her in a movie like that, like a blockbuster.
And she is a good like horror actress.
Oh,
as
for
we've seen on
sure.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yeah, she was. What was it? I think it was the Amelia Chicken Shop date where she was like screaming.
The screaming,
yeah,
yes.
that was so iconic because she just did it too. I love that I love when people just go for it because she's an actress. She's like, oh, I can't do it right now on cue, but she just did it. She went for it.
Especially like singers, because a lot of the time when you ask them, they're like, "Oh, my voice," you know.
The real ones, though, as we've learned on this podcast, the true ones, they are like ready anytime.
The vocalists,
yes. It is crazy. When I think about all the people who have sang with me, I'm like, they're all very top tier. You know what I mean? Where they could be like, come buy a ticket. I'm not doing that on command. But they all were down to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Love it so much. That's me. Ask me anytime and I'll sing with you. I'm a vocalist over here. I love it.
A lot of breakup news, I should say. Obviously, we talked about on Patreon the speculation about like Katy Perry and Orlando. Now it's all pretty much
How
confirmed
did
that
you
they
confirm
did.
something like that?
TMZ is the one that like confirmed it, and again, they're pretty right most
I
of
feel
the
like
time.
you can't confirm something until they say it. Because how do you actually know?
I guess sources, and it depends on the source.
And who's the sources? Like I would get down to them and be like, who the F was talking about us? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you think it's Katy Perry being like,
I think if they didn't put out a rebuttal, that the source is probably
isn't that crazy? That's kind of scary. Like, who is talking about me?
Well, usually, like, depending on who is reporting, like TMZ usually has pretty good sources that come from like, you know, that celebrities camp or whatever. Like usually when TMZ gets like Kardashian news, it's usually like someone
Really accurate. Okay.
Yeah. Because like Chris
Weird.
has a good relationship with TMZ.
Okay, but that makes sense. Like, there's someone like corresponding with them. I don't correspond with them at all. Anytime they email me, they email my accountant. They email everybody, TMZ. Be like, any word on like Trisha Paytas being pregnant with the Pope.
Are they source report like breaking Trisha Paytas news
I
out there?
feel like they must because they do. They call Moses. They call my dad. They email my accountant. They email me. I'm like, is it that important to get like this like no? And we never respond, but yet they put out the article, and I'm like, okay. And it's so silly. Like, that's what I'm saying. TMZ to me seems like the National Enquirer because it's always like Trisha Paytas pregnant with the Pope. Do you have a comment?
It depends. Usually they so with TMZ there is a low morality bar, I guess. Like they were the ones to post about Kobe Bryant's death like before Vanessa Bryant even knew.
Oh.
So the morality bar is low. Like it's story first, ethics kind of, in my opinion, ethics kind of second, or like sensitivity second, I guess I should say. Like so because they have sources like in like LAPD and stuff. Like they just have a lot of sources, but they're not usually wrong, if that makes sense, because they have so many sources.
Well, I think they're very wrong about the Pope being reincarnated because, like, what the hell?
Well, was it TMZ confirms or was it just like a?
I think it was on the TMZ website.
But the head, like, it makes a lot of, because they post random. Be like, who's hotter in a bikini? Alex Cooper, Alex Earl. Like they post a lot of unserious
There's like
stuff.
different divisions,
Yes.
different
All right,
levels.
well, I'm
you
just
know.
saying they reported on that. I'm like, that seems not accurate or newsworthy, but okay.
But so yeah, what it usually is like TMZ can confirm, then usually they have like a source that's like close to whoever. And the fact that like Katy Perry or Orlando Bloom never like, because that's such a like defamatory statement if it was false. So the fact that they didn't be like,
don't you think they want to put out something first if they knew the story was coming out? When did you think they want to?
I kind of think it's been the soft launch of the breakup, because we talked about it too. Like it's been like a couple weeks of like random articles, random source reporting. Like there was a People magazine article like 2 weeks ago, and that was like the first time. I guess there was speculation, but that was like the first time I ever heard of it. And the fact that People was the one to report it, I was like, oh, I guess it must be true.
I knew about it for a long time now.
How?
He has sources.
I know. Who's your source?
Sources.
Who's your sources?
No, but the rumors about it were out for a long time. So I don't know, maybe they're getting ahead of the story by putting it out there. Like, okay, it's official.
But weren't they just together at something? I swear they were just together at an event.
It was a while ago.
Well, I can confirm when I met Katy Perry on the set of the big hit. What was it called? What was it?
Women's
Women's World. When I was on Women's World, Katy talked highly of Orlando. She was like, "Oh, she's so in love."
Wasn't that a year ago?
Well, can that much change in a year? I don't know.
Well,
I
but
mean-
maybe if he did something wrong. I mean, she loves him, but he did something that
Always on tour too. I saw someone on Twitter be like, "These men who break up with Katy Perry while they're on tour is disgusting."
It's like it's either when they're pregnant or on tour.
That is so true. Oh my God. I can even imagine, obviously my tour is not like the Katy Perry tour, but if I was waiting for a weekend and Moses was like, actually, we're breaking up, even if it was like her wanting to break up, it's still like the wrong time to do it. Like, why are you doing it on tour? Like, we're already apart. Do we need to break up right now? You think he was seeing someone else maybe? Or someone was seeing someone else? Maybe she was. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, People magazine said that a lot of the tension came when her album 143 was underperforming and the Lifetime tour was getting poor reviews. They said Katy was deeply frustrated following the reception of her new album. It made her very stressed. Orlando was understanding, but it did cause some tension. And that was on June 9th.
Oh, so she flopped and he's like, we're breaking up. That's crazy. That's
Through health
wild.
and sickness, but not if your album doesn't do well.
Someone said that. Someone's like, maybe he just listened to 143 and was like, ugh, no.
That is crazy. And
Well,
then on
maybe.
June 10th, Page Six claimed that their relationship is pretty much over, but they are just waiting till the tour is over before they announce the split. And then there was another article. Yeah, there's tiers, like People Magazine, pretty reputable, but then Page Six. And then this one is The Sun that said the Blue Origin trip also tainted their relationship.
The Sun is the worst.
They said from day one, Orlando didn't think going on the Blue Origin mission was a good idea, and he knew she would face backlash. He always thought it was a stupid idea, and she wouldn't get anything positive out of it.
Well, damn. Are you really going to divorce over that? You have a
They're clearly
child.
making up stuff like that.
I don't know. He seems like the problem to me. I'm
No,
going to
but
guess.
all I'm saying, like, I don't think a reporter called and he would tell them, like, I thought it was a stupid idea. She should have not done
Did
that.
they confirm? Is that a confirmed? Sources confirmed?
The Sun had a source that said that, but again, there's like levels. Like when people are TMZ, it's like they have really good sources, but then other like the Sun, a lot of the times it's not the most reputable.
I think he's just jealous. She made it to space before he did.
For sure, jealousy comes in because again, we loved Orlando Bloom back in 2003 when Pirates of the Caribbean came out, but has anyone heard from him since? No.
I'm dead. And also they talked about Orlando going to the Jeff Bezos wedding.
Oh yeah, that's where I saw
solo. And TMZ said he's the life of the party and he's going to hit the dance floor hard, a source said.
How do they know? It hasn't even happened.
Adding that 90% of the people at the wedding are kind of boring, but 10% are really fun, including Orlando, Leo, and Jeff Bezos. It's going to be a great party.
Oh, okay. So he wants to go meet someone new at this party, I think, at this wedding.
Wild.
Where's it at? Where's this wedding happening?
It's in Venice, Italy.
Oh, I thought
Not
down the
beach.
street. I was like, let's go.
They had to move it.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of protest against the wedding. I think it's like $48 million wedding.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
Well,
That's
for
crazy.
a billionaire, it's not even.
I get that, but maybe in this economy, do an $8 million wedding.
Oh, so that people are protesting it, so they had to actually move the wedding venue to a different location.
How do they know
because
where
of
it
that.
was? Lake Como? Is that where everyone gets married?
No, it's such a big wedding. They knew, and they were gonna inflate crocodiles and put into the canals.
Yeah.
Because the guests were supposed to come on the canals on boats and things, and they were.
What do you mean inflate crocodiles?
Just throw them into the canal, so they're floating there with the guests. Like.
So it would ruin the like.
Why don't you just
Ruin
put
the-
real ones in there if you're trying to ruin it?
Man.
Well, Florida.
Just throw them in there. What?
anyway, people
They're
are
protesting since
protesting.
it's 48 million, or because that's them.
Him, yeah. There's a lot of people protest anything Jeff Bezos does. And it's
Yeah,
such a
why
lavish
would you-
wedding.
When you're also that like rich and famous, it's like, why do you need to flaunt it? Do you know what I mean? Because also it's just like scary. I'm like, of course people are gonna hate you for being rich and stuff. I'd just be like, let me just hide.
Well,
Let me not show.
He doesn't like. He's the most flaunting. I mean, he made a spaceship that looks like a penis to go to space.
That's
he's like
true.
very.
He should have a lot of security, but even then,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like it's working if they had to remove venues.
Well, maybe because of that, to tighten the security and be less accessible.
My God, they need to chill. It's also both of their second or third weddings, I think, because they met while they were both married. I read,
Yeah.
which is interesting. If you get married twice, do you get a second? Do you get a big wedding the second time?
My parents didn't. They had it in our backyard.
Yeah, my mom too. I think my mom had one in the backyard. Now that I think about it, were you there? Were you born or not yet?
I don't think I was yet.
You know the timeline. The timelines get murky. Well, I was thinking about this too when I was talking the other day to somebody. I was just like, I don't know this timeline now that I think about it. Like my sister's age, my age. I'm like, I don't really know.
I think my mom was pregnant, but early on.
They did that back in the day.
Yeah.
They'd get married. I think my mom did that with my sister's dad.
Yeah.
Like, let's maybe get married. 6 months later, someone's born. You're like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Oh.
Isn't that funny how that's so different now? Like back then, they were like, we have to get married.
Out of wedlock or whatever.
Yeah. And it's like, now I like it better now where people are like, we don't necessarily have to get married. Granted, like I said, a baby's a bigger commitment than a wedding, but it is funny how they just thought like, I wonder what they thought. Like why they had to get married. Like what was the point?
I think
God or people?
Probably both, I would think. But
Okay.
yeah.
They're like, we have to, otherwise we're going to hell. Or it's like, we have to, otherwise people will talk.
Probably both. I would think.
I just remember from all the movies they don't like. We don't want the people to call the child a bastard. Or...
Oh, what were we just
Like
watching?
Game of Thrones.
Well, what?
Like
They had
Jon
bastard-
Snow is like the bastard Jon Snow because his dad had him out of an affair.
Who was his dad?
The Stark guy, right? But it was a different mom
Ned
or
Stark,
something.
the one
like,
who lost his head? Who
But he
did
was like the bastard. He wasn't like the one of the real.
It's very Jobania?
Oh, kind of, yeah.
Don't people call him? I know. I corrected myself, or my sister did. I was calling him, his illegitimate child. She goes, you can't call someone illegitimate. He's a legitimate person. And
Yeah,
I was like,
Kylie
okay.
clocked it.
Yeah, but I always heard, the bastard's crazy. That's a crazy one.
Yeah.
Didn't Philip DeFranco used to call his fans bastards?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember? He's like, hey, beautiful bastards. I was
yeah.
like, I think I made
Punch you in the
merch.
throat.
Yeah. Oh my. Okay, Phil DeFranco fan over there. He would say
Fan,
that.
I just remember it. It was so ridiculous.
Wait, why did we all watch Phil DeFranco back in the day? That's
that
so.
was the news source 5 years ago.
It's crazy. He still gets views, huh? Like, he's not someone I'd go to for news, but he is becoming like a news anchor on YouTube.
I watched him during the I Justine. Like, that was that was one era for me. Like, I Justine, Philip DeFranco. Who else? I don't even remember. Winter Spring Pro, probably.
I love a Winter Spring Pro. Philip DeFranco should have been at the Hall of Fame. He's been
Honestly,
at it so long.
You're so right.
He's been around a very long time. He's made money. He's had productions.
Still very popular.
Yeah.
You're right.
How did we get there? Oh, we were talking about the bastards. I was like, yeah. Right. Okay. Well, I didn't know Jon Snow was. Who was his mom?
I forget I just know everyone called him the bastard Jon Snow. So
Oh,
I
I
forget
didn't
which
know.
parent was what.
That's so funny. And then like, nowadays, it's like no one gets married. We're just like, fine. But no one gets married. And it was such a big deal back in the day. All right. Well, second weddings, I don't know. I don't know. Probably, maybe.
I don't think a $46 million wedding is ever the
Justifiable.
key. Yeah.
Maybe he's getting sponsored by Domino's. Or sponsored by
If he has
Amazon.
the Boo Boo vending machine, Remy should freaking
Could you
sue.
imagine?
Yeah.
Remy Ashton's at the wedding. I would go if I was invited. Maybe, or I don't know, maybe not.
No, you got to stick it to the man. But like, no.
Why don't we like him? He's homophobic or what? I forget. I'm down to stick it to him, but I need to know the cause. Where are we writing?
Just Amazon's practices.
Oh my
you know.
God, yes.
Oh, really? But everyone orders from Amazon.
I know, but that's kind of the problem.
But they do a lot of shady stuff.
Yeah, like
And the way they treat their employees. Like, there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
But you keep ordering from Amazon. I see Amazon packages coming up.
One shirt in a month.
The organizing.
Oh, that's not.
Oh, yeah, the shirts. Wait, first of all, you're Amazon's #1 fan over there with all the shirts you get from them. You love an Amazon.
I don't love an Amazon, but I do order from Amazon. Yes, they kind of have the monopoly though. That's kind of the
Crazy.
problem.
What do we do?
Yeah, it's hard to beat
Support
Amazon.
small businesses.
Really? That's the answer? Okay.
Yeah, because sometimes because they have all the statistics. So let's say you make a product, you go on Amazon, you sell a lot of products. That's great. But then what they'll do is they'll create the same product and sell it for a cheaper price and get you out of business.
Oh, my God. Shady.
So, this is all kind of things.
I don't know if we're going to be able to stop this one. This feels like Goliath and we're David.
Yeah, that is the
sad.
problem. Yeah, that's why you can't go to the wedding. You got that lease,
Oh, I see,
he
I
can't
see.
have billions of dollars, the most successful, e-commerce site, and Trisha paid us. You gotta,
That's true. That's true. He's probably not paying anyone to go either. Maybe
Yeah.
he paid me, but I don't know.
To
Maybe
perform.
not. Why is Orlando Bloom going? Why do you think these people go? They just want to be around the rich and the famous.
I guess
Yeah.
they're friends, or used, loosely, but there are a lot of perks. I guess, what isn't it? Like the pre-wedding is like a week long on that yacht with like the foam party.
mean,
What?
probably.
What is
I
the
think
foam
that's
party?
what's happening. Yeah, that's what's been happening before the wedding. They have like a week-long like pre-wedding party thing on this like multi-million-dollar yacht, and they're having like a foam party on the yacht.
That seems.
It gives me what's
Diddy
his name?
vibes.
Spring break.
Each different answer. I was
Foam
gonna say
party.
Austin McBroom. It gives me Austin McBroom.
Oh, did he do a foam
Diddy.
party?
College.
I was like, who did a foam party? I was like, that does seem. God, who did it? Was it Austin? Someone did a foam
Austin
party.
had the orgy on the yacht, right?
What?
Yeah.
That's what Catherine said on Call Her Daddy.
that
An
was-
orgy on a yacht?
Yeah.
With
Well,
his
that was
dad?
the one that got into trouble about if it was consensual or not.
Oh, where the makeup artist, the young blonde makeup artist
that
male.
whole story happened on a yacht.
Holy shit. But his dad was there, right? Like, wasn't the dad like
Yeah,
there?
and was covering for him allegedly or whatever, according to
Right.
Catherine.
Oh my God. I gotta read her book. When's that coming out? July?
She just did a book signing at the Grove, so I feel like is it out?
I love that the Grove's still there. Must be. I gotta go. We should have gone. I didn't know. I would have gone to
Yeah,
the
I
signing.
followed the Barnes & Noble Grove because Cat's Eye is doing a signing there, and I was like, oh, maybe, and it sold out, so I was like, maybe if I just comment on everything they post, they'll invite me.
Yeah, I feel
But
like you have it in. How's
don't
it
have
sold
it in.
out? How's it sold out?
The Cat's Eye, I mean, because
Yeah.
they
Yeah, the
can't
cat.
go on forever, yeah. So
Damn.
I know.
We'll figure out a way. We love you, Cat's Eye. Well, you're kind of friends with them now. You kind of know them.
Manon is a Trisha fan, so maybe
I get scared to reach out, especially when they're popular. You never know if they're being polite.
But Manon would like just post about you like randomly, so I think she
I'll
actually
reach
is
out to
okay.
her. Just like, hey, would love to see you sometime soon. Me with Rachel Zegler. Like, let me know when you're around.
Yeah, just reply to one of her like stories
That's
or
true.
something.
That's true. I need to be better. I get really intimidated by very pretty girls. I really do. I get intimidated by people in our house. I'm much less the Olive Garden people. I get intimidated by them.
Let alone a pop star.
Yeah, I get very, very nervous, but I will try and follow up. Okay, no Jeff Bezos wedding. That's this weekend?
I think so, yeah.
I'd rather go to Remy Ashton's wedding if I'm going to be
Honestly,
honest.
1,000,000%.
Yeah, that looks so much funner.
Yeah, it's like fun. The vibes seem amazing. It was obviously a grand wedding, but not like too excessive where it's like obnoxious. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
and she's like a small company. You know what I mean? She's not Amazon. She's not
yeah.
Ollie's in good work conditions. You know what I mean? He's not getting, you know what I mean? I feel like she is good to her people around her.
Yeah.
She works hard. We see her hustle.
Uh-huh.
I love to see. Oh, Brandy. I was like, how does she make money? Anyway, sorry. People are making her so obsessed. I would just think that, like, people who have so much money, I'm just like, how? How do they make so much? Crazy.
Another speculated breakup is Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber.
No.
It's another, obviously, like a source reporting. This one is kind of dicey.
No TMZ source reporting.
It was not a TMZ reporting, no. But according to an insider who spoke at an outlet that I will not mention, the pair are, quote unquote, struggling in their marriage, and Justin has been, quote, irritated by Hailey. The source said Justin has been getting irritated easily and feels like Hailey can be superficial about the way their relationship looks in the public eye. Justin's lack of motivation has been upsetting for Hailey and her friends, but they think they can salvage their marriage and they both want that, but right now things are not good. So, yeah. And now, there has been, like, from Justin, a lot of really cryptic Instagram posts,
But
too,
hasn't
which
that
don't
always been
help.
the case?
True, but they have been, like, extra lately.
He's like, I'm leaving Hailey Bieber.
He said there was one caption on Instagram. He reposted a video of a person that said, if you're giving me the silent treatment, at least tell me why. So that's why people are kind of like looking into like what he's posting. I think he also reposted like an interview clip where he was talking highly about like Selena Gomez, like when they were dating, like calling her a hot mamacita. Oh, yes.
Watching Love Island. Mamacita.
So he's been posting a lot. And then there was like one paparazzi photo of Hailey without her wedding ring, but you know that happens to you sometimes. Like you just
Swollen
yeah,
fingers.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then after that, Hailey posted like the 5 mirror selfies with like her and her wedding ring, which like was like a
So
little
she's
clap
trying
back.
to keep it alive. Like, we're okay. I'm sorry. He posted Selena. If he posted Selena Gomez, I'd be like, what the? Could you
Especially
imagine?
after the unfollowing.
Could you imagine just like post one of my ex-boyfriends just like us in a vlog together or something? I'd be like, what the hell? Oh my God, that's so crazy. I would go in. I would be like, you're done. That's crazy.
Well, that's your friend. You're supposed to be reaching
I'll
out to
DM him.
Don't post about Selena, Justin.
Yeah. Hopefully he watches. Sometimes I think maybe if he watches, I'd be like, yeah, that's not like a good idea. That's dubious. That's mean. I feel like now I actually feel bad for Haley. I love
do.
Justin, but mean.
I know. I do feel for her because he just posts a lot, and then a lot of it could just be very empty, like, you know, not thinking things through, just reposting things.
It's giving like ominous vibes a little bit though.
Yeah.
I feel like a little sad about it. I'm always just like, I feel like no one's like helping him. And this doesn't help. Like all of this doesn't help. Like people talking about him and stuff like it's like why is no one like close to him helping him?
Well, you saw in that previous set of posts, like a friend was trying to
True.
call him out, and he immediately like just lashed at them. So he's probably only keeping yes men's around him. But also, like, I mean, all of his relationship with her is being irritated by her. So I don't see how it's different. Like that just seems to be their relationship. He's always irritated by her.
I've been in relationships like that where people hate me. Honestly, sometimes they just hate you.
But you didn't get married and have a baby with them.
I would have. No, that's true. Maybe like he's changed recently. I don't know.
Well, he says he's not like choosing to be this way, but
Oh, right. He has some problems.
he has problems. He's trying to deal with them. He's not doing a good job at it.
Yeah, Haley's suffering the
But
consequences.
At this point, you have a baby. You gotta do it for the baby. More
Maybe
than
he's
anyone.
going through some postpartum. Well, how's the baby? Maybe he has some postpartum.
How old is Jack? Was Jack Blues?
Love the name. Jack Blue. It sounds like a Lucky Smith or something.
10 months old now. Born
my
August 2024.
Not even a year.
Not even a year.
Maybe he's going through some stuff. I mean, after having a baby, man, your whole world is rocked. You could spiral. Postpartum's a real thing for men. Maybe he's like going through something.
Yeah.
Honestly, that first year is so hard. Oh my God, I spiraled for sure. Maybe
That's why everyone give Hailey Bieber a little grace. You know, she's holding it down, not raising a baby. She's also postpartum.
Yeah.
Things are rocky with Justin.
No, for sure her. But I think also too, if he has like a mental illness with the postpartum, it can like amplify it so much.
Yeah, no one really talks about like men also having a struggle, like with becoming a dad for the first time. So yeah,
it's. I mean, a lot of guys don't talk about it, but I'm sure it's like a real thing for guys too, because it is an adjustment, it is a whole thing. It's a lot. And then also just like being like, oh my God, I'm a new dad. I have to have this baby for the rest of my life. Like it's just all of it can be a lot. And if you already have stuff going on upstairs, you know, like it's just.
And I'm sure, like if you have childhood trauma, like it can also kind of be triggered because then you're like, oh, like I have this baby. Why didn't no one like look out for me when I was, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that can also kind of.
Or
be
like us when we found out I had a girl, I was like, oh my God, like all of a sudden I'm like, she's gonna have to deal with everything I had to deal with and all this like trauma and abuse and all this stuff and no one's gonna believe her and all this like it just like starts flooding you and then you just like worry about it forever and then like and then when you have the baby you're like, oh my gosh, and you hear all these like horror stories about babies and you're just it's a lot. That baby's young. Damn. Why did I think that a baby like years ago? That's a lot for all of them to go through.
Yeah, I know. I didn't even realize too. It feels like a lot longer.
I thought years. I thought like Malibu's age like 3 years or something.
No, it was recent.
Damn.
I mean, yeah. And I mean, I feel bad for her more than him because she's like, she needs the dad to be around. Like, it doesn't matter what.
But if you also have like a mental illness, you know, that hasn't been taken care of. I feel bad for both of them. I think they're both kind of equally.
Saying now is the time. Take care of it.
Oh, man. That's a tough one. That's what I said. Tough. It's tough. You don't know until you become a parent. You don't know like how you're going to react, how your chemicals are changing in your brain and all this stuff. That's like a lot. Because I just feel like this spiral has kind of happened recently, right, with him? Like, I mean, it's always been kind of like he's a little dubious, but...
Yeah, I think, you're right.
The posting is
public.
a lot more...
It's been public in the last...
manic.
You can say in the last 10 months.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he was a lot more quiet, especially on, like, Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we visibly have seen him, like, at the... What was it? SZA?
Oh, yeah, the SZA concert.
Where he was, like, you know, visibly a little...
Yeah.
A little off, going through something. And Hailey is trying. She showed up at the concert with him. Like, she is trying. So, but it can be exhausting, as we know. It's like anybody with mental health issues. It can be exhausting if they're not, like, getting help. Because then at some point, you're just becoming a punching bag. Love them both. I don't know if I can help them. I would offer them to come here, but I don't know if that's something I can... Dr. Drew, get on it.
Darman. Oh, no, not Darman. Jay Shetty.
Yes, Jay Shetty would... Wow, know. I'm surprised Jay Shetty hasn't had Justin Bieber on.
I know T.
He could get through. Wasn't he a monk? He could get through to him at some point.
You're right. Yeah.
Well, spiritual. That's his whole show. He was at the Greek Theater not long after me. And he just goes in the audience like helping people.
Yeah, but he just had Selena and Benny being all like lovey-dovey and a perfect couple.
Well, that's why he could do for Justin and Haley.
Justin and Haley being all...
Maybe we don't know. I trust Jay Shetty. I don't know him, but I trust him. Well, we don't know for sure he was a monk, I guess. That hasn't been verified.
Oh.
Right? Wasn't he say like 3 years? Or like it was more like 7 months.
No idea.
Not trying to debunk Jay Shetty. I love him. He'll probably win the Emmy this year for Best Podcast. I predict it's Jay Shetty, Amelia, what's her name?
Amelia de Moldenberg. I guess like last time we talked about it, since it is 8 minutes, maybe it's just a web series and not a podcast. Now that once I started thinking about it, I'm like, I think it's just a web series.
So she's
like
out.
Hot Ones is not a podcast, but like a web series. So I think they're the same category, like best web series.
So they can't be nominated for the
For
podcast.
podcast, no.
So it's Jay Shetty.
Las Culturistas.
Ooh, Call Her Daddy. Hot Mess with Alex Earl. Just Trish.
I was gonna say boyfriend material, Harry Jowsey, but can you imagine?
Just Trish has a better chance. I hope, anyways.
Ooh, maybe Rotten Mango.
Do we know them?
Do we know them is a good one too?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna get an Emmy. I love them though.
There's just, I feel like they almost need to do genres for podcast. Like, how can you
Right.
get
Right.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, they
one
do
Emmy
have
to,
it when you go on the charts. There are
Yeah.
categories, from comedy to news
But will
to
the
lifestyle.
Emmys just be best podcast, or will it be like
It could be even a sports podcast. Like,
yeah,
who knows who
What,
they're going to give it?
sports podcast?
There's so many. They're
A lot of
huge.
sports. Yeah,
Las Culturistas had someone big on. Was it Michelle
Obama.
I mean, that's actually
Love Matt Rogers.
insane.
Being like, did you go to Cowboy Carter? That's fierce. That's so fierce. To me.
I love the questions. I predict Bowen won't return to SNL this season. I feel like he's just taken off with this little Culturistas.
Honestly, yeah, you might as well make that. Oh, it could be the Sophia FRANKLYN again. Because like, which way will it go? But I think that's probably a pretty
well,
safe
he kind of
bet.
went opposite. He's sticking with his buddy. He's like, well, he could have just gone and done like SNL and be a solo person,
Yeah.
but he's like, no, I'm sticking with Matt. I mean, they're both equally funny. I love that they do partner stuff on like, overcompensating. I love that they're like a duo.
Yeah.
That's so interesting because I feel like, like a year ago, I didn't even know Las Culturistas, and I feel like they're really the number one. Like, even like everyone I know in like the industry, I don't know that many people in the industry, but the people I do know, like,
Bowen Yang.
but like agents and managers, when it comes to like promotional stuff, they're like, do you think maybe you could get on like Las Culturistas? And I was just like, oh, is this like the big one? This is like the big one. Like, it's not, I've been on Call Her Daddy, okay, whatever. I've been offered other like big podcasts, but they're like, no, Las Culturistas is the one. I'm like, I don't know. A year ago, I could have said maybe. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be following Michelle Obama. By the way, I love that they had Michelle Obama, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, and Gabby Windy.
Mothers.
That's so, and I love that so much. And Gabby said they reached out to her, so I was just
I
like,
love that she said no at first too. She really is
I
Gabby.
know, I love it. I was like, damn, icons only. I love that. I love that they're being so influential. I love that they're having their award show. But it's happening while I'm pregnant. We didn't get invited, but I'm saying, but in my head, we could have been if I wasn't pregnant. Damn, they're really killing it. Love Bowen. Haven't heard from him in a while, but I'll always remember him as getting me on SNL.
What did he post? Oh, he posted a photo with what's his name? Dylan Efron, and they had like similar outfits, and they were like, he wore it better.
Who wore it better?
He would be like, I think his caption was like, I would ask who wore it better, but I don't want to know, because he was like, oh, Dylan Efron's hotter, and I was like, no, Bowen, you wore it better.
Did you say it?
Yeah, I commented that,
What
and I
was
meant
this?
it.
I need to go look.
Me and my Oomphy Bowen.
Are you Ophis? You follow each other?
He followed me when we did our cosplay.
Oh. I
Maybe
wonder
he
if
unfollowed
follows
me, but I don't know if he. I never checked.
That'd be
I'd rather
weird.
just stick with.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if he still follows me.
I never post really, so he would have no reason to unfollow me, because I feel like I wouldn't
That's
pop
good,
up
yeah,
to unfollow. Yeah, I
to
keep
not
it
be
low
annoying.
key. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hide my stories from him still, so he doesn't. Yeah.
Oh, to not be annoyed?
Yeah.
That's actually
like
really
the less you
smart.
see me, probably the better.
Oh, interesting. I will never forget getting that DM from Faye Dunaway after my Christmas show, or the day of my Christmas show, and I was like, oh, he's like, we wrote a little part for you on SNL. I was like, is this honestly number one hallucination of my life? I remember going to Moses, and I was just like, I don't know if this is real. Like, am I reading this wrong? Like, what is happening? That was actually probably the craziest thing that's ever happened to me in my
It's
life.
also like we're in San Diego. We just finished the show.
I think we were on the way to the show. I think it was the night before. We had just gotten to San Diego before the show. Because on the way there is when I had to like book everything.
Right. Because I was like, oh no, it's going to distract you from the show. And you're like, no, it's better. This way I don't
Think about the show. Because I'm like, now I have to go to
But
SNL.
figuring out all the logistics of it, because like, is it happening or not? Because if it does, you have to fly from San Diego.
Right. I didn't want to bug him. That's what it was. I didn't want to bother him. Emma was like, "We got to figure out if you're going or not because you have to leave tomorrow." And I was like, "Oh, I don't know who I talked to about this. Like, I don't know." And
It's crazy, like running against the clock, because like every hour something would happen and be like, maybe it's happening, maybe it's happening.
He kept saying, he's like, it might not air. We don't know for sure. And I was just like, and then he gave me his number, and I was texting Bowen directly the whole time. That was the coolest moment. It's literally like if like Jonathan Bailey was like, "Do you want to come be on Bridgerton and be my girlfriend on it?" Or that was like the equivalent of that, where I'm just like, what is happening? It felt so surreal. It is the coolest moment. I gotta think about that more. I love that. I could do a whole book about that. It's just about my getting to be on SNL. Because it was so surreal and so cool. And now he's just such a big star. Not that he wasn't back then, but he really is such a big star. And I'm just like, I'll never forget Bowen Yang giving me my first big
Cool
break.
to have a book that basically just describes a 24-hour period.
I think that was what the movie, the SNL movie was about, was the first 24 hours of their first episode. And I was like, I love
It'll
that.
be the same.
Yes.
His first appearance.
Okay, we'll try and get the production company to make a movie about it, because that's how I felt. He really set the trajectory. I love you, Bowen Yang. Oh, and he came on my podcast after, too.
Oh, yeah.
He even,
I forgot about that.
I forgot about that, too. He, like, canceled his hair appointment, his one day off. He's, like, so busy. I love you, Bowen Yang. I love you so much. He is so cute. Scott Johansson making out with him. Like, he really is that. He really is that guy.
Sydney Sweeney making out with him.
You're
Everyone wants to kiss him. Everyone wants a piece of Bowen.
Yeah, I mean, that, I can't deny it. He has a lot of Riz. I don't know if that's still a word, but he has a lot of Riz in
I haven't
person.
heard Riz in a minute, but okay, work.
I think they reshot Wicked for Good just like last month to like change his part.
Oh, to add more?
Did you hear it? No, like originally his part was like he's kind of evil, like he doesn't get like he's kind of still a bad character, but I think they changed it from what I heard from like maybe him or even other people. Like I think his character arc has changed now to like he has a better ending. I think Bowen talked about it, how his character Fanny has like a happier ending, like he gets some redemption, like he becomes good and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, that's interesting, because when I had talked to him on my podcast, he had said that the character development wasn't there for his character. Like he still was like a little evil person on the show, but now he's gonna get a happy ending, I think. And I think they just reshot it like last month.
Yeah, they did reshoots pretty recently. Yeah.
So everyone's like, we need to make Bowen likable because everyone likes him, so his character needs to be likable. I love that for him. I was so excited. I was like, I love that. Isn't that crazy? Everyone goes back to shoot that like 5 years later? How do you even like look the same?
Oh, you're so right. It has been so long. I forgot.
I aged so much in 5 years. Like that's
Yeah.
I guess Cindy and Ariana still look the same.
Yeah. Because, oh my God.
What?
It is great. Like just thinking like writer strike, pre-actor strike. Like.
Was it before?
I think they ended either right before or they like were almost done. Then they had to pick up right after the strike.
You're right. Yes.
Wow, that is crazy. That is so many years.
Yeah, I guess it was like 4 years ago, but still, because we were doing. I guess no, it wasn't even that long ago. When did we start this show? 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Okay, so 2 years.
But then they were already like a year into it.
That's true. So it was like 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, can't wait to see it. When's it come out? It comes out soon, like November.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
So excited.
Universal partner.
Universal partner. I'm preparing our premiere outfits just in case. I wonder if they'll still do big premieres like they did last year.
Oh, they have to.
Really?
Yeah, the premieres sell it.
Really? You think people like see the premieres like we're gonna go?
Yeah, because then remember like they do like the references to like their characters and then
That's true.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of doing that now though, huh? Everybody on the red carpets are doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. The Zendaya effect.
Who just did it recently too? Another press tour just did like outfits to match the.
I feel like everyone kind of does it now.
I guess Rachel Zegler did it for Snow White. She had some Snow White ones.
Yeah.
Corsets, like. Yeah, I guess everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Rachel,
a cosplayer.
The girl from Rachel Brosnahan is Lois Lane as Superman. So who's like she's a journalist. So she to one Superman event she had a newspaper dress, which is like.
Oh, they really are going very on theme.
Yeah.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
That does make me question, not to bring it back to Blake Lively, but like, why did she wear florals to the And Ends With Us? Oh,
because she worked at the flower shop. I didn't even want to say it, but you're giving Lily Bloom with these curls today.
No, I was supposed
This
to give
wig
him
is very
Mariah.
Lily Bloom.
She looks more like
Bloom?
the TikToker that plays Blake Lively.
Oh, is there one that's like that? Okay. Well, Thank God I didn't layer myself today. That was okay. I'll take it. She's pretty, but also okay. Well, now I understand the florals more. I get what she said because didn't she say something? I was like, why did she say that? Like, wear your florals. I get it. So she was trying to be on theme. Okay, she was trying. I mean, she was trying. Okay, I appreciate it. I guess.
Oh my God,
That's
that is
cute.
so funny.
Okay, I'm gonna revisit the.
I mean, she
promo
definitely
for that
tries.
movie.
She tries to take over the whole movie.
Well,
We can revisit after the court case, then
yeah, on our Patreon.
once we have a little clarity, I
Our
guess. Yeah.
Patreon reacts. You guys are sweating today. I don't know why. Okay, I love that. That's cute. I'm here for it. So do you think like Fantastic Four will do themes or no?
Probably a lot of blue, I would think.
That's just like the
Vanessa
color.
Kirby is pregnant in real life now, so I guess by default she will be kind of method
The
dressing.
character, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. I feel like Dune started it, right? Dune was like the first when she came in that like, little robot outfit.
Kind of, yeah. La Roach and Zendaya kind of always channeled because even when she was doing Spider-Man dress, like press,
that's right.
she'd have like a web dress.
And it was always like couture. It was always
Yeah,
cute.
so La Roach has kind of always been about it, and then obviously like Barbie was another huge one with all the Barbie
That was
dresses.
iconic.
Yeah,
That was-
so like Zendaya, Margot Robbie. I feel like we're the big in recent history at
Yeah.
least. Yeah.
Do the on theme.
Yeah, now it is kind of like expected, I think, because Ariana and Cynthia were always like pink and the bubble.
That's where
dresses.
it's at.
Yeah,
It sells it. You're right. It does sell it. Okay, well, we'll be
They're-
there to sell it. We'll be there
Always dressing on
too.
theme. Yeah.
The pink and the green. It's hard. It's hard to show up to those kind of things because everyone's dressed so like on theme and so great. But
Like very this is so kind of old at this point, but it reminds me of Haley Bailey at the Kids Choice Awards. She had like the slime dress.
kind of good.
It was she ate with that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
The comments like on the TikToks, like her outfit and stuff, are like, don't like her, but damn, she ate. And I'm like, even if you have her enemies even giving you flowers, and that's
That's
how you
true.
know. Yeah.
She does get a lot of maybe I don't know unwarranted. It seems. I mean, I know she's made some mishaps, but it doesn't seem people really don't like her sometimes. It's like,
Compared to like like a James Charles, you know what I
right.
mean?
That's what I'm saying. She gets a lot of hate for like the stuff that happened, like the Let Them Eat Cake. I get the insensitivity. I'm sure she didn't know. I didn't really know. I didn't really get it. First of all, I didn't know what it was from. Didn't know what she probably didn't know. She's like, I'm Marie Antoinette, Kristen Dunst, like Let Them Eat Cake. So she probably like didn't know. And then now like people just will like never let it go. So I do. Those are the worst comments to get. And this is why I'm glad. I don't know how old she is, but that's why I'm kind of glad I'm not young and pretty because it's like they just are so hard on you at that age. You know, Chris Olsen too. Like I feel like when you're
yes.
young, pretty. They're just like, I don't like you, but because I
You
used
look
to get
good
those
here.
comments,
Yeah.
yeah. And now I feel like people can't say that because it's like elder abuse. You can't say like, I don't like you. You're like, you're old, you're 40, you're fine. Just go be your fake Star Jones or whatever. But it's just, yeah, I don't know. I liked her outfit. I love the Kids Choice Awards. I wish I could have gone to that. I wasn't invited.
See,
Jack Black won for everything.
Yeah.
Best movie, best whatever.
they were kind of lit this year, surprisingly. Like
Yeah.
SZA, Ice Spice, Tyla, Cat's Eye.
Yeah, that's
It was
right.
kind of fierce, actually.
Have you been?
No, I was supposed to go this year, but I didn't.
Why? Right. Oh. But you saw Cat's Eye.
Yeah. I was originally, I was supposed to go because Synergy were like the same company.
Oh, I
so
see, I see,
yeah.
I see.
But then I was like, I'm probably gonna be too depressed.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
we got Cat's Eye separately. So then I'm like,
Got
okay,
it.
well, this is bigger, so I'll do that. And then
Yeah.
but when I was a kid, I was very serious about the Kids' Choice Awards. I remember calling in and
You
voting.
voted?
Yeah, and I remember you would have to call in, and then you would get like a voicemail or like a voice memo, whatever, from Rosie O'Donnell. And I was like, and she'd be like, "Thank you for voting." I'd be like, "You're welcome, Rosie."
You thought you were talking to her?
I was just like talking to the
Aw.
voice. I took it serious.
Rosie was like the host all the time.
Yeah,
I wonder why.
She was like the Nickelodeon.
Oh, because she did like Harriet the Spy and
Yeah.
stuff, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. She was kind of like an actress. She was like in Flintstones
Yeah.
and like
Oh yeah.
the Rockford Peaches movie.
Mm-hmm.
I did love Rosie.
I did not play about the Kids' Choice. I'm like, I'm gonna rock the vote and
Yes.
get my girls a blimp,
Who
honey.
were you voting?
I honestly cannot even remember. Probably like all that. I would think I would love like all that.
What cast?
It was the first cat, Lori Beth Denberg.
Oh,
yeah. Like,
well, she was on like every season. I feel she was like always on that show.
I was early on to. I was a Nick kid before I was a Disney girl. So.
Snick.
Oh yeah.
I love Snick at night. Yeah, Saturday night Nickelodeon.
Yes.
It was all that. What else was on at Snick? It was like there was
Wasn't Keenan and Kel?
maybe King Cal, maybe Ren and Stimpy at like midnight
Yeah.
or something.
I didn't play about Nickelodeon back in the day. The Kids'
know.
Choice can be hit or miss, but yeah, this year looked pretty lit. And Haley Bailey, I think really
She did good.
really did. Yeah, she did her big one.
She's like a model though too, so
Yeah.
that makes sense that she would look good.
But I like that she went campy. Like she's like, let me.
She's trying to be on theme like everyone else. Like, oh, we're doing slime tonight. I loved it. It was so cute.
Yeah.
See, Amanda Bynes said she can take Ozempic. She said to look better in paparazzi photos.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Real.
Yeah, I think she said she wants to lose like 40 pounds or something.
I love announcing it. I would be that way too. Like, I'm gonna start. Like, okay. I love Amanda Bynes. I don't know if it's the real one that DM'd me. I feel it's the real one that everyone says that did DM me. I asked her to be on the podcast, and she's like, "I'm not really doing podcasts now, but I love you." And I like to believe it's really Amanda Bynes because I love her so much.
Choose to believe it. Why not?
It seems like the most legit one that comes from her, but I don't know.
Yeah, and it's not that far of a stretch. Like Tana was going to be on her podcast or did shoot it, right?
That's
Just never
right.
aired. So
Oh wait, did she shoot it?
I don't remember. I forgot if she was about to shoot it or she did shoot it and didn't air.
I bet she didn't because I feel like I would remember her talking about Amanda Bynes.
Yeah,
But maybe
she definitely was.
Yeah.
supposed to though.
supposed to be a guest, but maybe it got canceled or something.
Because she only did. Amanda only did like 2 episodes.
Did
and
it ever
she's
air?
like, it's not for me. Yeah, an episode definitely aired for
Which
sure.
one? With a guest or
It
not?
was with her. She had a co-host.
Who was it?
I forget. It was a guy. And he had,
Co-host
like,
and a guest, I think.
Oh.
Because I remember her like on her phone, kind of looking up the questions and things. And
I would love to co-host a podcast with her. Come on, Amanda Bynes. I love you. Oh my God, I love her. I really do love her. Every time I see pictures of her too, I'm like, I love that she's just like herself. And then I love the whole, like, I'm taking Ozempic so I feel better in paparazzi pictures. I'm like, that's so too. I would too. If I was getting paparazzi'd, I'd feel like, okay, I need to. Oh my God, if I was getting paparazzi now with the way I look, I would like, I would hate
my
myself.
God.
I think about that when I walk into Ralph's. I'm like, oh, paparazzi aren't here. They never are. Except sometimes when people take those photos from behind of you, and then I'm always like, oh my God, don't do that either because that makes me feel so bad. I love Amanda. Amanda, please.
As a Nick kid, Amanda was everything. And she's in my number 1 movie of all time. You know, people are making those like lists now of like top 10 movies of the century or whatever.
Century.
I keep seeing everyone do these. I forgot where it started. It was some magazine or whatever. And everyone's like being very critical. I'm like, y'all, if I did my little list, I'd get eaten up. Because my number 1 movie of all time is Easy A, starring Emma Stone and Amanda Bynes and Penn Badgley. My number 1 movie.
What?
Easy A was everything. And still, I saw it like,
Wow.
I saw it at least 11 times in the movie theater at the AMC.
Why?
I just loved it. I thought it was the funniest thing. Every scene is perfection. It's cinematic. It's written perfectly.
You
The
like laughed
cast-
at it. You didn't want to. Did you want to be in it?
I love that. That's what your brain
Yeah,
does.
that's how I always think. Like Pirates of the Caribbean, I saw because I'm like, I want to be in it. I wish I was in it. Okay.
I just love, like, I laughed. Every time I watched it, I would laugh. And I love Ali Mashaka. I loved every single
Who's
person.
Ali Mashaka?
From Ali and AJ.
Oh,
Emma
right.
Stone is perfect.
Yeah.
Amanda Bynes is perfect. Penn Badgley is perfect. The gay friend, I forget his name, but he's also in the Cinderella story.
Yes.
He's so good.
Oh, I love him too. Yeah.
Stanley Tucci.
Stanley Tucci's good. I see that scene all the time where the kid's like, he's like, yeah, it runs in our family. He's like, but I'm adopted. Why does it matter? And he's like,
Who
what?
told you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I forget the movie, but I see that clip all the time. I'm like, oh, that's so funny.
Number 1
Yeah.
movie of all time.
I love Stanley Tucci though. I do love him.
And he's in my number 2 favorite movie of all time, Catching Fire.
Oh my
Stanley Tucci
wow.
really.
Do you love Devil Wears Prada?
It's not in my top 10, but I do love Devil Wears Prada.
Number 2 is Catching Fire.
Yeah. I don't know what number 3 would be though. I guess I only know my top 2 movies of all time are ECA Catching
Wow,
Fire.
and you just like rewatch those.
Yeah, I'm always down to watch those. I guess I loved Nora, but I haven't seen it since I saw it that first time. But I do own
I
it.
need to
So I
watch
feel
that
like
too. That's on our list.
Twilight Eclipse is also, I guess, in my top.
Which one is that?
The third one.
No, I think the first is the best.
The first one does E. I do
Yeah.
love the first as well.
The third one's the last one with the baby.
The third one, no, there's 4 and 5.
Oh,
are the
5.
baby.
There was a 5th one? I thought there was only 4. I thought that was part 2. 3 was part 2.
Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn Part 1, Breaking Dawn Part 2.
I wonder if I watched all this. I don't remember.
Damn. And you were fierce in
Damn.
that Twilight era. I can't
I
believe
we
know.
watched every Twilight.
I love the Twilight era. It was like rainy here too, and we'd go out and film the TikToks and it'd be like rainy.
And then the Trish talks.
The Trish Talks 8 with those
Yeah.
two. Oh, you're right. We were inspired.
Yeah.
We were inspired by Twilight. It was good. You've been a good Edward. You made a very good Edward Cullen over there.
And Jacob. Right? Wait,
Yeah.
I
think I was a better
He was both.
Yeah. You were a really good Jacob.
Let's
yeah.
hear your line as Jacob.
What's her name?
Bella.
Bella, what are you doing here, Loca?
Close. So close. I thought you were going to
Bella,
nail it.
where have you been, Loca?
Close. One more
Loca,
time.
where have you been, Bella?
Oh, you switched it that time. Do you want to do the line?
Where the hell have you been, Loca?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bella, where the hell you been, Loca?
I thought that's what I said.
I thought you were gonna do the line from like the Trish talks where what was it, baby? What was it? It was the name of an ice cream.
Only you would know this because I have no idea. Oh, Tillamook.
Yeah,
Tillamook, yeah.
baby Tillamook, who was played by Mukbang, I think, the dog.
Yes,
Yes.
Mukbang the dog played baby Tillamook. And you're like, isn't that ice cream? And you know, you're right. I went to Ralph's the other day to get Tombstone, and there was Tillamook there. I was like, yeah,
It does make sense.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was a production when Callie coming being the dog handler.
Yep, that was a
Like
production.
switching up the dogs and
That's
everything.
when we had nothing to do. Good times, though. Honestly, good times. I wouldn't have spent our single life any other way.
I guess no easy transition from that to Nikocado and Stephanie Soo.
I saw this. He like DM'd me about something, and I didn't want to answer because he's like, "Thank you so much for your support years ago." And I was like, I don't know. Because like last I opened, it was like, I don't do podcasts right now. I'm like, okay, no worries. He said he just did OF collabs. I was like, okay, that's good. Like, whatever, it's fine. Then he said something like he had a new video. I just saw like the first line, and I was like scared.
Scary.
And it was something I knew it was something about Stephanie Soo, and then I saw the video, and I was just like, oh, let's not re-go. Like going back to drama 6 years ago gives me so much anxiety. For everyone involved. Like,
Yeah.
everyone is different. We're past it. Everyone's forgotten about it.
I literally forgot about this, and then
Yes.
it kind of came back to me in pieces because 2019, the year of drama. So, because I was never in the mukbang community, truly, besides like yours, but yours were like very unserious.
Yeah.
Like the cardboard cutout mukbangs and stuff.
Right.
You know?
I wasn't set up with all my food in front of
Yeah.
me. Yeah, which I love. But
So this, I didn't know Nikocado, I didn't know Stephanie, but I think it was just the year of drama because it was like the Bi Sister and
yeah.
Dramageddon.
This is 2019. This is my
Yes.
downfall. Yeah, this is everything.
It was true.
Yes.
It was just year of drama.
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's why I tapped into this, but I still didn't fully understand. And then watching like Nikocado, he
We got to react to this on Patreon because it's so much. The videos back and forth where I feel like we talked about it recently on Hot Topics, and I felt like I manifested this back because I remember we talked about it.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about Stephanie Soo, and then I think you talked about how at the time you were Team Nikocado or something.
What? At the time I was on drugs.
Oh. Oh yeah, December 2019.
Definitely.
Yeah.
This is me just like on drugs era.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it a couple times, but I remember one time talking about it, how people don't really believe me because it's me, and it takes like another person to be, because my drama with Nikocado was years before how I was, and I said that I was like a little,
yeah,
and maybe scared is the wrong word. Obviously, I'm not my choice of words anymore, but I remember being like, I was a little like, you know, I ghosted him, but I was kind of like, I don't know, whatever. So everyone's like, Trisha, you're so overreacting. But then when Stephanie Soo made her video, everyone's like, oh my God, poor Stephanie Soo. And I was like, but that's kind of the same thing I was saying, but people didn't have any sympathy for me. Whatever. This was so many years ago. But Nikocado has revisited this, which I'm surprised. I feel like he's moved so far past, definitely her. She's moved past it. What did he say? I didn't watch the video. Maybe I need to watch it. I should probably comment on things I watch.
Well, I guess for context to anyone who doesn't know, so it all kind of started in 2019. Stephanie Soo did a collaboration with Nikocado and Zach Choi, and at the time she felt pressured to talk about her drama with another YouTuber named Veronica Wang. And then
I forgot about her
I
too.
know when I was like
The noodles?
yes, and then I remember the Veronica. It all kind of started coming back to
In
me when
her
I was
car,
looking
she had
at
like
it.
a red like leather seats behind her, and she'd be slurping noodles.
I remember just like learning about all these people like through this like little drama saga, and then it caused her to later release a video called "Why I Am Scared of Nikocado Avocado," and she accused him of manipulating her, invading her privacy, making her feel unsafe. And she said that he crossed boundaries by sharing unsettling text messages.
The whole thing kind of came out of nowhere at the time, because I do remember this, and it kind of came out of nowhere because her video came out first.
Yes.
So she was like, he's sharing private text messages and all stuff. And I'm like, with who? With where? Like, none of this had... So everyone thought she was trying to get ahead of something maybe at the time.
Yeah.
Because it's like, what is it all coming from?
She said that Nikocado Avocado was using his platform to threaten and bully her. At this point, my home safety is kind of in question. And then Nick posted his own video denying Stephanie's accusations. And he claimed that she had already agreed to discussing the drama like before they started filming their collaboration. He accused her of fabricating the narrative to gain sympathy. and that she was exaggerating how uncomfortable she was during the collaboration. And then Stephanie did a response to that response titled "How Nikocado Manipulated All of Us," and she showed more text messages and video clips to refute his claims and show a pattern of manipulative behavior. And then that's kind of where it ended in 2019. But then when, I think we talked about this too the other day, but how when Nikocado did his weight loss revealing like comeback video, he had like a panda helmet on or whatever.
Yes,
and
yes.
people thought that was kind of like a taunting Stephanie Soo a little bit, because that's how she used to start her videos, right?
Her boyfriend would wear
boyfriend
him.
did,
Yeah, would wear the panda.
Yeah. So people thought it was kind of like a Easter egg to that. And then, yeah, Nikocado posted a new video, I guess last week. I missed it
it's very
until,
recent. Yeah.
yeah. Where he like brought up the drama again. He does take accountability for being like too aggressive with Stephanie and like being messy and wanting to talk about the drama, but he also wants her to be held accountable, in his opinion, for kind of skewing the narrative. And his big thing was he claims that she was like weaponizing the Me Too movement and comparing him to the time that she got essayed and the person that essayed her. He thought that she was comparing him too much to that, and that was putting him in a bad light, and that he claims too that she was being like emotionally manipulative to the audience, as far as like when she would cry or she would like be taking like breaths and stuff as she was talking about him. That was kind of like the big like claims. But I was really confused because then shout out Spill Shesh, because she brought up this like 2021 interview that Nikocado did with this website called The Mel, and he also talked about this back in 2021. He said his whole persona, like with the fights and the instability, he said it's all completely scripted. YouTube has been a way for me to create a character and provide entertainment. What you see on camera is completely exaggerated for clicks. He said that him and Stephanie both completely planned and orchestrated their feud to benefit both of their careers.
I remember that. I remember him saying that. Yeah.
He said, we both knew that this would be the best thing for our careers. Both of us got our names further out there than we ever thought possible. He said it was an opportunity to add as his role as the villain. He said, I've taken the path of Trainwreck because I know that's what sells and that's what keeps people's attention. I'm willing to be that villain because I know it will keep people talking.
And then he came out with this being like, she needs accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Nick kind of goes back and forth with that because it's like just like an easy thing to do. I don't think Stephanie Soo wasn't on it. I don't think she was like, let's create this, because she had such a squeaky clean image.
Yeah.
That like this is like a weird thing for her. She didn't need it. She was collabing with Zach Choi, who was getting like 50. I love Zach Choi. When I collab with him, I think ours has like 50 million views. He was getting so many views. He was definitely like the it boy. I don't think I have a hard time believing, because Stephanie Soo didn't like engage in any drama ever. She was like very much so. I don't think she needed this.
And she also seems very like non-confrontational. So
yes, very much that. Now, of course, I don't know, but I mean, I feel like I think anyone who makes a video talking about their drama or a back and forth, I think everyone's a little manipulative, even if it's not intentional, right? Like if she's comparing him to like her essay thing. I mean, I don't know if that's like an intentional manipulation, but it is kind of framing a picture like this is so evil and Nikocado's like there with it. But I do think with accountability, like you can't take accountability, Nikocado in this case, and like also be like, but also you should take accountability. You know what I mean? Because that's not taking accountability. Take it for yourself. If that person wants to take it, fine. If they don't, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think you can like.
That's how we started the video, and like, so I watched that clip and I was like, oh, this is good. And then it kind of took a turn where it was like pointing the finger back at Stephanie.
Also you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that doesn't work. And I feel like there's been my beefs where I've been like, okay, but it just doesn't work. Like, just be like, kind of up that situation. Like, I kind of was a little mess, whatever. Like, does the other person have something to do with it? Probably. But you can't like, it just takes away from like you taking accountability if you're trying to also point fingers at someone else. Either she lives with it or she doesn't, or people see it or they don't. Over time, as I always say with everything, I think people see truths that are there or not there. You know what I mean? So it's like if she was manipulative, whatever, people see it over time. Even if they don't, whatever. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's more for your conscience, like to clear it, to be like it's good. Like, it's good he take accountability because he was definitely, yeah, obviously he said it in 2021 and he says it like he was trolling and being like maybe not necessarily aggressive and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know what was real. Because back then, I don't know if I was team anybody. I think I was going on both sides. I think I was like, oh my God, this is tea. I think I was going back and forth. Again, I was on drugs, so I have no idea. But I remember it being like such a thing. I remember doing like my first video in January of 2020. This was right after all this happened, and my lips are like blue because I was like literally like, yeah, I was like on a drug binge for like 3 weeks or something. And I was so skinny though. I was so skinny. My lips were blue, and I remember my first, I think I'm like eating a Korean fried cheese or something, and I'm talking about Nikocado and Stephanie Soo. And again, I was like blurred out for the last like 3 weeks of December. And I just remember being like, so watching all the drama, and it was like literally hallucinating all of it. So I kind of mushed it all together. This is when I was talking to the dog too. So I think this was a lot of stuff happening, but I do remember being so invested in this once like I was kind of coming to out of the drug binge, and I was like, let me get involved in this drama. And I did talk about it a lot. Don't know where I stood on it, but where I stand now, first of all, a long time ago, I don't know. I think it's maybe the time has passed. I don't think people, especially with Stephanie Soo going through everything she went through now with the Diddy case, kind of a weird timing.
Yeah, and the description of the video too, I'm just gonna paraphrase it, but it was like very much like Stephanie Soo is covering the Diddy case and is in her doing true crime now, but I was her first like test run into true crime when she tried to expose me. So it, like tying it into like the Diddy stuff.
That's like,
she's like the #1 YouTube, like she dethroned Joe Rogan to be like the #1 podcast on YouTube.
no way.
Yes, with like the Diddy coverage and stuff. So it's like such a high. So the timing is also like, is it just because
that
she's
happens?
like,
That always happens.
I guess also to like, because I'm very much, I lean towards Stephanie, but I don't go here, so I don't know. But
yeah,
I read too from like the people who are like Team Nikocado is that, well, a lot of Stephanie's fans have been like flooding his comments for the past few weeks about like bringing this up too, so maybe that has something to do with it, with why it's bringing it up now.
Her fans were flooding him.
Yeah, like leaving hate comments about like in defense of Stephanie from this like 20.
Just now, all of a sudden, 6 years later, that's so weird. Especially when she's doing such big things, why would her fans care?
I don't know. That is just what they're saying. Streets are saying.
Okay. That'd be like if I had fans now, like going to arrest David Dobrik. No one's doing that. No one even knows. When I did the tour, no one's bringing up David Dobrik. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
except for me. I was like, I need to stop bringing him up because no one cares. No one's talking about him. So I think this might be in his head more so because I'm like, I don't think that's happening, but I could be wrong. And I have a soft spot for Nikocado because I know Nikocado. I don't know Stephanie Soo. I have a soft spot for him. But I also know just like the JoJos, just like the Trishas of the world, like the trollingness of it. And then taking accountability, but also not, and blaming someone else. I'm like, oh, we're just like not quite there. We're almost there, but not quite there. So Stephanie Soo's been out of the drama. That was her only drama for as far as I know. Yeah. Like I said, it could be unintentionally manipulative to an audience, but she didn't know. She's never doing these dramas. I lean towards Stephanie Soo on this one.
Yeah, I think, and this is just me fully projecting, I think especially someone who is like very like passive and then being like thrusted into someone who's very like confrontational and like not knowing how to process that. Oh. That's kind of how I saw it. And I think too, because he kept bringing up like the, you know, weaponizing like her essay and like the Me Too movement. But I think how I interpreted it from Stephanie is that it's just context into like contextualizing why she was so uncomfortable and how it was like kind of triggering to be in like to have like a really aggressive man who is like, you know, wanting something from you but like having trouble being like no, because almost like we talked about the Doja Cat thing, like, you know, there's different ways that people respond, like the trauma response that comes up, like fight, flight, you know, fawn and everything. So I feel like it's kind of something along those lines where she just like had trouble like standing up to someone who was just like, you know, who's very confident and be like, no, we got to do this, you know. So
which is what I said in my original Nikocado video from like 2017. I was just like, oh, I felt like I couldn't say no. And it's like, you know, whatever. Like I did ghost him, whatever. But I remember him being like, I'm going to come to California. I'm going to do this. And I'm like, yeah, but we never like set a date. And then I'm just like very awkward. This still to this day, this is like my worst thing about me is like, it's like so hard for me to say no to people. And then like it becomes something and it just like starts like unraveling so quickly. And I'm like, I didn't know how to say no, but I didn't really say yes. So I'm like, what is happening? So I get where she was coming from on that too. And you know, I don't know.
I know.
Nikocado was like my first big cancellation when he came out about me ghosting him. I mean, that set off, for some reason, it happened in like 2017, but it set off a chain of reactions in 2019 because PewDiePie made a video about it in 2019.
Really?
About me and Nikocado. And so maybe he made a video in 2019 or another video because it definitely was 2017. He might have made another video in 2019, and that like started my 2019 cancellations. Like everybody was making videos about me in 2019. And it all started from me, like, ghosting Nikocado. Like, people hated me for it. They're like, how dare you? Like, that was, like, one of my worst cancellations, actually. Like, thinking about it now. Like, I don't think about it because I just think about so many other cancellations. But I'm like, that was one of the worst. Like, you would think that I did, like, the most absolutely heinous things to him. And I was like, that was wild. And it was really him just coming to LA. And then I just didn't collab with him when he came in. Like, yeah, it was my, I had said, yeah, if you come to LA, we'll do it. But we never set, like, a date. And yeah, I have a hard time saying no to people. I'm always just like, I really, even to this day, I'm always like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, and then it happens. I'm like, I don't know, I'm pregnant. Thank God I've been pregnant for 3 years. I can just keep using it as an excuse, but then once I'm done being pregnant, I don't know what I'm going to say. Like, some other time. I don't know. But, yeah, I thought Nikocado was best. I like Nikocado. When his weight loss happened, I was like, that also signifies like a new you, usually.
Yeah.
When you shed weight, it's like a new beginning, I would think. I don't know. Never lost the weight, but I would think it's like, let me everyone had a new perspective on him, so I thought he would like want a fresh start.
I know.
Away from this. Like, you don't want to be drama anymore, Nikocado. You're killing it on your weight loss, your surgeries. Like, people are interested in you. I don't think you need this drama. And I get Stephanie Soo is the it girl, but you're an it boy right now. You still have a lot of views, you know?
I know. I kind of feel the same. I kind of just want them. I mean, obviously Stephanie, I feel like she definitely is not going to be doing a,
No.
she's like,
Number one.
Yeah, like she's just so like a new level of like mainstream success where like she doesn't have to get in the weeds with anything. But I want that for Nick too, though. Like I want him to kind of just like rise above it. And
I think he could be. I think he needs to start focusing more on publicity. He's like, I don't really want to do interviews and stuff like that. But I'm like, this is the time to do it because people are so, especially
he has a story. Like
good story. Everyone's weight obsessed these days, and it's like, when he came out with his weight loss, that was the time to freaking strike, And I feel like he did to some capacity, but he could have done so much more. He still can do a lot because he's lost the weight. Now he has surgeries he's been getting done, and everyone's always fascinated by those stories.
And just the mystery, it's like almost like crazy comparison, almost like a Weird Al. Almost like it's like he has so many like. It's so hard to know like throughout his career. Like I would love for him to just really like deep dive into it. Like what?
Yeah.
Because he contradicts himself constantly, like on purpose, obviously. Like he's built in like the mystery around him, and I would love for him to start like diving into that more because
who's the real you?
Yeah, and he obviously is really smart to have created like an empire off of this whole like train wreck, but secretly mastermind thing, So he's very smart. So.
Especially with like also just like the discipline of like gaining the weight, like being vegan, but then gaining the weight and then losing the weight and just like. All of it. Like, I do think I think he's very smart as well. Gets a lot of views consistently. I'm intrigued by him.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like he can level.
I know. I think that this is like the route. I was like, no, you're doing so good.
Yeah. I think he'll get there. I think he can.
Did it get views? What's his views at for the Stephanie Soo video?
Let me see. Last time I looked, it was like 260K.
Oh, but that's not a lot because his other videos get more than that.
270K a week ago.
And what was his one before that?
A month ago, 644K.
On what video?
Why We Can't Break Up, Black Bean Fire Noodles Mukbang.
That's what I'm saying. He gets more with that. Like, just keep going that direction.
Yeah, he was getting like over 1 million with all his other stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like people don't care. They're always like, kind of me. I was kind of bored. I was like, I kind of don't care. I didn't watch it. I didn't see any clips about it. I was kind of like, I don't know. That's so old. And like, what? Why are we talking about this? And like,
and nothing really came from it.
No.
Like there was no new information. Like it's stuff that I feel like he kind of already addressed. There was one thing I was like really taken aback where it was like the video of that security cam footage video of like she was kind of having a panic attack on the couch.
Yes.
And her partner, I think it was, right, was like trying to calm her down.
Yes.
He said in this video, he's like, and she posted this video and her first response about me, and everyone thought that was me like trying to like assault her on the I was like,
what?
I was like, I don't think anyone.
I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't remember people thinking it was Nick.
Maybe one person thought, like
we saw one comment. Yeah.
But also like at the time he was like, I mean, her partner is teeny tiny, so
right.
I was like, wait, but
is that him? I don't know.
I was like, wait, I don't think anyone. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole thing is a little weird.
But hopefully this is a good sign for him. He's like, okay, like people don't want to see this stuff from me. Like, let me.
They want to see you on the Just Trish podcast. We still love you.
Yes.
I think this is a little bit out of the step that you need to take is a misdirection, but.
He was halfway there with the accountability, so.
I know. Maybe edit the video. Just cut it out after that,
You're so right.
You can do it. You can keep the views. Go into YouTube editor and end it. Be like, I take accountability. That's it. Sometimes they need us. I'm here to help
so
my fellow
funny.
trolls. I'm like the Beetlejuice of YouTube. It's like, you know, when you go into the afterlife, Beetlejuice helps guide the demons or whatever. It's like, that's kind of me. It's like, okay, I'm you after
dead.
the trolling, you know? I'm like, let's try and figure this out. I'm learning too. I gotta learn. And like the Miss Remy Ashton thing, you know, honestly, if I'm going too far with the jokes, I'll stop. Let me chill. Maybe she doesn't like it. I'll reach out to Miss Remy Ashton and ask her for if it bothers her.
Yeah, you should.
And if it does, I'm done. Maybe I'll take a break from it anyways. Maybe it's not funny. I'm millennial. I'm like a Shane over here, just thinking I'm going to Pop Mart to get a Labubu. You know what I mean? You just sometimes don't know until someone tells you or corrects you. But
I'm dead.
yeah.
And then a last quick one, a James Charles update. The Kayla Malec canceled episode did air. Thankfully, not too late.
Yeah, it came up.
Yeah, and a nice,
And good time.
Also, shout out Cancel because they are they're donating like proceeds from their videos to good causes. I think this one because with Kayla is going to support like DV victims. The one
nice.
from their announcing their cancellation of canceled was going to like immigrant defense fund, I think.
Wow.
So yeah, they're
Oh my
really,
God. Okay,
they're doing
amazing.
good work over there.
Tina texts me all the time when something's like happening in the world. There was one where Hotline is being defunded for like queer people, and she like, and literally she texted me at like midnight. She's like, "What can we do about this?" And I was like, "Oh my God, I don't know." I was like trying to figure it out. I was like, "I don't know." I mean, we could donate, and that's always a great step. But I'm always like, I don't actually know what we do about this. Like, write a letter to the Congress.
I love that.
Yeah, she's like constantly thinking about stuff. She's always like, it was just like on her mind while she's like in Hawaii. She gotta do something. And
Yeah,
I was
because
like,
I did see her post about it.
yeah, she was like really, and then it followed up the next day, and I was like, I mean, like we can always donate. I mean, maybe there's something else we can do. Maybe write letters. I don't know, or advertise. I guess with like other organizations that keep it going, like Trevor
it's a good
Project
idea.
or TransLifeline or something like that. Because I think there's just like one main one that's being
The
taken
government
away.
stopped funding it. Yeah.
Yeah, so we need to find the independently funded ones.
Yeah.
And promote those, but love her for it.
I
She's-
love that this
yeah.
era. Pop culturally aware,
Yes!
Yeah, y'all are.
Climate change aware.
Yes, I love this for you both.
It is great. I do love it too.
Well, Kayla sat down with the girls and talked about a little bit more about the James Charles of it all. And I guess the most newsworthy bit that came out of it was Kayla claims that James Charles was allegedly using bots to help sway like public opinion in the comments of like her TikTok. She said that her and Jacob Sartorius got tipped from someone who works like in social media and was able to like pinpoint that he was allegedly using like a company to use bot comments because she was getting flooded with comments that said, "Oh, she's dragging it," like when she was talking about her experience with Evan and with James, and she said she would get a comment, it would become the top comment because it would get like thousands and thousands of likes, and then she would like check the account and it would be like a burner account, like a bot account.
It's a very real thing, but how did she get that
Yes.
James was like the one behind it?
I think she said that she got a tip from someone who works in social media, and then also James was getting similar comments from like similar accounts. Like all his top comments were good, all of Kayla's were bad. So that's what she's claiming, which I wouldn't. Again, this is all alleged. This is all in a claim from Kayla. I want to put it past them. It's a very real thing that like crisis PR firms are doing. So,
But isn't that so easily be traced? Is like if you bought comments, or you think you go through someone else to do it?
it depends where, because there's some that are really good and really expensive. Like, okay, not claiming that he did use them, but like for Justin Baldoni, like in the text messages and like the emails between like the publicists that came out in that first set of documents, whatever, they went through like the price breakdown of like how much it would cost and like the levels, and the more expensive ones was more like intricate as far as like the sourcing of the accounts, what they would say, where they would post.
So it's more like reliable, maybe followers or something.
Yeah, and like they would even be like replying on Twitter or like making threads on Reddit.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's like
Crazy
really
that you can do all
intense
that.
levels that it's a lot of money, obviously, but
hers was more the level of like 0 followers or commenting.
yeah, to just like
That
sway the
happens.
public opinion.
That happened to me so much. I've definitely gotten like bots at me just saying the same thing over and over, and you're just like, God, this is so annoying.
Yeah.
And it can happen to like anyone. They need to stop doing that in general because that seems like not good for any platform.
I know.
Yeah, and I guess if you're going through a feud with someone, it's hard. Not trying to get the benefit out of James. It's just like hard to like pinpoint James as doing
True,
it because
yeah.
like I don't know. Either he'd be smarter and have someone else do it, I don't know. I can honestly, I've never bought a bot comment, but you never know. I don't know. But I guess it's all good on his. Yeah, it's hard. But sometimes you have super fans that'll do it. I don't know. Or maybe it's a PR.
Yeah, it's definitely like it would be through like a crisis PR, like a PR firm. Those are the ones that like do it and like source it. So it's not like he went on Google bot comment. You know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah.
right. Because
Yeah.
he maybe had the money to. Because I think, why wouldn't Evan do it or someone else that she?
Yeah, because it is to get it done well is like it is
Expensive, so she
expensive.
thought that.
Yeah.
And she just said she just thought like someone told her, so she thought that was
Yeah. So that's what she claimed. It would.
pretty big claim.
It is a big claim. It is very common though, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really like surprise me.
Yeah.
And it's like very scary in general, like how comments and stuff can like sway public opinion because a lot of the times it's like that first. If you see like a thought repeated, that's the one that like sticks with you, or
Oh.
like the one you see first, you know. And it's very hard to break that.
Yeah, I feel like public opinion for sure, but also like your own mental health. Oh my god, mine, I would be spammed. It was like 2021. I was getting spammed with so many comments that like literally was like destroying my brain. Like it just kept being over and over about someone I knew in my personal life and stuff that was just like, and it was like just constantly seeing that person's name over and over, and you're just like, oh my god, like I literally had like a mental break because like the comments, and they were like, I would guess they're bot comments. I mean, I guess they could have, a lot of people could have been commenting this, but it was just like literally annoying. And then you'd like block the name or block whatever, and they'd find other ways to do it, and they'd find other ways to, and it like mentally, like it does make you literally go insane. And like already on top of whatever else you're going through, like obviously when stuff with Evan, I was going through other stuff at the time, but then now seeing this person's name, I was just like, what the hell? Like it was just so tormenting. So I can't imagine that. And then of course, yeah, you just assume it's the person that you know, and maybe rightfully so. Like I guess that would be a fair assumption, especially if someone told her like it's this person. I guess that's like gives you enough to be like, yeah. I'm surprised she talked about him. It's hard. It's hard because like I know you like want to, but also like mentally, like it's just like not good. Especially he's like obviously a bad friend, a person. We're all seeing this. No one's
Are
on
we all
Team
seeing
James.
it?
I guess not.
And
Like
he's
you
still
said.
really, really popular.
Yeah.
Jojo Siwa's not seeing it.
You're
I
so
mean, I just opened
bad.
Instagram. I saw him on Paper Magazine or some magazine.
Really? Recently?
Yeah, it was just now.
Oh my. Yeah, you're right. Hard.
I think that's why she does
Is
have to talk.
talking.
Yeah, because I think it's shockingly easy to run a hate campaign against a woman. It's very difficult to
You're right.
to get a guy who also has done something bad.
I think mentally
canceled.
too. That's why it's so hard because if you're going up against a big fan base, it's like, I mean, I remember with like the Vlog Squad fall, it's like nothing you can say or do will ever change that fan base mind.
Yeah.
Until, like I said, and hopefully it gives some hope to Kayla. Like over time, you'll see this pattern with other people. Maybe it'll be with a guy with James, and people take it more seriously. It sucks. It so sucks to be a girl, but I just like mentally, it's like a lot. She seems to be pretty strong, but she is very young, so I'm just like, oh god, it's a lot.
Yeah, she does still have like, even with Tan, like she had such a good like sense of humor about it, and Camp,
Yeah.
like she's laughing, she's like, you know, making jokes about it, so she's strong as hell. So
But at the end of the day, it's still a lot. And like you said, going against a fan base and then seeing that person everywhere. I think about that with like Jeff and David. Obviously, they're older and it's a different thing. But like, yeah, Jeff's just seeing David constantly be
Yeah.
everywhere and like glorified, especially after his like weight loss stuff. It's like, God, that's hard. Yeah, that's a lot. It would be hard. I don't know. I feel for Kayla. Yeah, she seems to have a good demeanor about it, but it's a lot. And then, yeah, oh my God, seeing James just everywhere. I literally have him blocked everywhere, and it's been, like, wonderful. Like, I really don't see him in anything. But you're right. People don't see it. It's good. It's good for her. Like, I wish I could be that person that just keeps talking about, in like, you know, injustice, especially the way he was. But at some point, it just takes a toll on your mental health, too. There was a point in mine, I was just like, I gotta just, like, let go, trying to, like, show this person's a bad person. Then over time, people see it or they don't. Like I said, whatever, but
yeah,
it's just good. It's good for her, honestly. I support it. If you can talk about it, keep talking about it.
at least she has like Jacob Sartori, like her podcast with Jacob, and Jacob's been very supportive also about everything she says about James. And who would have thought
That's so
Jacob
random.
Sartori?
I know. That's like literally, I can't grasp that. I just think of him as like the sweatshirt singer, and I'm like, I love that he's just
I
like,
think of him as Millie Bobby Brown's ex-boyfriend.
God, he really does get a lot of girls. Okay, Jacob Sartori. It's so funny and so random, but love that.
Yeah, me too.
Supportive male in her life.
Tana compared it to like, because it was like, they are like so close, and Kayla doesn't want to like ruin their friendship. And Tana compared it to her and Jeff. Like obviously when Tana was single, like yeah, like we have good chemistry and we're so close and we work together so much.
Oh,
but yeah,
but we're just friends.
Yeah, it does give me that. It does give me
straight.
Jacob's Victoria.
Yeah,
as far as I know, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay. Oh, he's a Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Got it.
Not Bobby Brown.
My first thought was the age gap, and I'm like, let me not go there. We're at the end of the episode. I got it.
Bobby Brown?
Yeah.
And,
I was like, what? Okay. Okay.
Millie Bobby Brown, yes.
Oh, girls. Yes, he gets all the girls. I did think Millie Bobby Brown. Okay, I don't know. The lights, the wig, it's squeezing my head. I gained an inch on my head. I was at 24 inches circumference. I'm 25 inches in the past month. A lot's happening. Okay. Love it.
Love Jacob's Sartorius.
And platonic friendships. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Love. And love Kayla. I support her on everything.
Yes.
And keep talking, girl. If you have the strength to do it, keep talking. I mean, we need more people talking. I just crumble. I have bad mental health, so I just have to like stop talking about everything. But I support it. I like it. I like that she's talking about it. I like she's going on podcasts. Like she has her own podcast to talk about it too.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's it. We love you here. Oh, did you have something to say? Moses brought his microphone in.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Because I always open Twitter before we go, and you're trending.
What? No.
Yeah, with the Megan interview.
I'm trending? No. What does it say?
I think mainly the addressing the FNAF, like the
I have
questions.
been seeing.
So yeah,
This has been all over Twitter.
Yeah.
Bonnie the Bunny has responded.
Really?
Oh, she's like, it's on site. Like, she was like, not having it.
Oh, wow.
And
Shout
it had,
out
like-
Jimmy. Jimmy had the FNAF. He activated the FNAF
Yeah.
stands.
Oh, right.
Jimmy had the FNAF question.
Oh, my God. That's right.
so
Yes.
like all of their fans are, yeah, there's a lot going on.
Well, when she answered, again, I didn't know, I had no idea what her answers were going to be. Just real quick, I know we're like wrapping this up, but I didn't know what her answers were going to be. So when she answered that one, she was kind of sweet at first. She goes, oh, Freddie, love them. They're adorable. So I thought, oh man, this is going somewhere good. And then she's like, I'd show them what a real animatronic would be. And then she goes, all of that. So spoiler alert, I'd be the only one left standing. I was like, oh my God, she really is a killer. I love it. What are the fandoms saying? They're just like,
They're
Bonnie
just like,
the
they
Bunny was
can't
not
believe
happy.
it. They didn't think that this could even happen. You know, like suddenly, you know, you guys made a connection that was needed to be made.
Shout out Jimmy. Yeah, honestly,
And some are just calling out, like Megan calls out Freddie
Fazbear.
and his bandmates in new interview clip.
Ooh,
And
we
then-
got
and
another
then they
viral
quoted-
moment. After an apology.
do we?
I was like, so
Next
Megan
week,
can handle
Trisha
it.
addresses about
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay. She was fierce. She says it like it is. Honestly, another queen. Going up a big fandom, too. FNAF is a big fandom, and she's also going up them. So she's also speaking
Oh my
up for,
God. I got to
you
ask
know?
about James Charles next.
Yeah. And I will say they did go through some questions, so they let that one in. You know what I mean? They screened the questions, and they were like, this one's going in. So they wanted the smoke. They wanted the heat. I've been seeing a lot of it on Twitter. I was like retweeting because I just thought it was like kind of funny, but I didn't know it was so serious. I was like, oh my God. One of them had like 1 million views.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, because all day it was like the movies were trending, all the big movies. And then just refreshed it, and you were there on top.
Hashtag Universal Partner, baby.
Oh, I love that. Can you screenshot? I love it. I'm trying to
Yeah.
screenshot it. Okay, yes. I love it so much. Thank you to Jimmy. Also, thank you, and not thank you to Jimmy and you. Real quick, too, I have to address, because literally even this morning, my makeup artist, yesterday, my mom, my sister-in-law DM'd me, you, Moses, fell
I was
for
going to
it.
bring it earlier when you guys talked about movies and roles.
Oh, why didn't you? Well, we'll just
Well,
talk
because
about
you guys moved on. But I was going to say, like, your mom congratulated you on the new role.
Everyone
I
has
forgot
been.
about this.
I don't even know what it was. I just saw Jimmy post. I'll post it. Then I saw your comment there, and I was like, okay, whatever. This is weird.
I love it.
I'm gonna be in the
Animal Crossing
Animal
movie
Crossing
as
movie.
Isabel.
Who is Isabel? And everyone was like, wait, this is so huge. Like, but for some reason, everyone believed this. I post so much.
I follow that meme account because it's an Animal Crossing meme account, and they also like are a Trisha fan, and they
Oh.
posted that, and I was like, absolutely. And then
Yeah.
and I kept getting likes on the comment, and it's been like days, and I sent it to Jimmy. I'm like, people are actually believing this.
Yeah, because you commented, he made it like official. Jimmy posting on his story, so I was like, let me post on my story,
Yes.
and then everyone's like,
Jimmy's family has been reaching out to him, be like, oh my God, maybe you can get in the movie too.
we're all going to Animal Crossing. If I get an Animal Crossing, we'll all go there because I know you guys are the stands. I mean, look, you guys are like the brains behind this like pop culture machine. You guys are so good, so in touch with it. Are they doing the movie for real? Oh, I was like, well, maybe there's a way we get in it.
Maybe this is manifesting it.
Can I play her? Who's this person? Why do people think it would be me?
She is. She's a dog.
Okay. Is she like, what is it? She talks fast or what? Because someone's like, oh, I can see the way Trisha talks or something. I was like, what?
I guess, yeah, she does talk. Yeah. And like the words are like backwards, kind of like because they have their own little language.
Okay. So it's just a random thing they came up with.
Yeah. The meme account, feral.acnh. They just made it up for fun.
So funny. I've never gotten more people like congratulating me. And I'm like, I feel like I post like weird time. And I was like, what?
It's so, I'm like, I was gagged that people thought it was so serious.
Everyone. Moses weirdly too yesterday was like, what is this? Is this real? I was like, okay, I'm telling you, you would know if I'm going to be in a movie. Like, what do you mean? You believed it though.
I mean, it looked like an article, so I was like, "Are we finding out together?"
It's almost like the
Right.
Broadway one, though, right? Because it was a
Right.
fake Broadway article, and then
Man,
it
Well,
became real.
that's what I was
So
feeling
true.
about it. I'm like, okay, this is manifestation.
Yeah.
It looks
I feel-
real. It's gonna be real.
That's why I reposted it too. I was like, well, I don't know. I'll be in this movie, sure.
Yeah, I mean, you had a video playing the game. You had a video playing the Animal Crossing game.
We gotta do it again.
Yeah,
We gotta really
you do have a
amplify.
clip with Tana that Jimmy loves to bring up, though, of you being like, "Oh, who plays Animal Crossing?" But
He has it saved on his
he
thing.
does. He has a folder and it's saved.
We got to do Animal Crossing together. We'll do it. I know. It sounds awful, but I'll give it another chance.
It's our favorite game.
You do love it,
Yeah,
yeah.
me and Jimmy love
Is it
Animal
Jimmy's
Crossing.
favorite too?
He's been playing it for like a week straight on his Twitch channel. Shout out.
Wow. Okay. Shout out what? Wetzel's?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it,
Jimmy
Wetzel
Wetz.
just-
I thought it was just Jimmy Wetzel.
Oh, I thought it was like Wetzel Jimmy.
Oh, maybe it is Wetzel
I don't know.
Jimmy. Yeah. Either one of those, y'all.
I want a Wetzel pretzel next time we go to that doctor. It's my favorite thing to do. I always want to go to get a Wetzel pretzel. Auntie Anne's is by you though, and that's has the cup with the cheese. It's really good.
Oh, I do love Auntie Anne.
All right, we just went on a whole tangent. Yes, I love it. All right, another viral interview. Just queens only. We need another icon, another queen coming on. Love Megan. Love Lizzo. Love Jimmy and Oscar for helping me be cool because I was gonna turn down that interview, and you're like, no. And I was like, okay, we'll do
And
it.
look
So-
where it got you.
Yeah, viral, trending. Thank you to Moses for checking on Twitter to see if I'm trending. And thank you guys. Go to our Patreon. We do extended episodes every Saturday. Or we do extended podcast episodes every Wednesday. And then we do a bonus video that's very good. Comments are in. Everyone's like, Patreon is so worth it. Because we give an over an hour. It's like another podcast. It's like
It
an over
really
an
is.
hour per video. We love doing it, and come have a treat and join us. We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good weekend. It gets better. If you're feeling sad right now, it'll get better. I promise. It can't get worse, right? You've gone through the depression. We're getting up. We're getting out. So you'll feel better. Don't worry. Okay.